Going live before it gets worse. Hello, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. We're back. Another episode of Ignite Recall. I'm sure that we'll have all of the usual hijinks. First, quick announcements. Please join our Discord, discord.gg/magicrpg. I remembered to put the commands in the title this time. So go check that out. If you have missed any of our shows previously, please go to our YouTube and find those. youtube.com/magicrpg. This week, we have a double header of Monster of the Week by the newly subscribed Craiggumz, who is running back-to-back games on Wednesday and Thursday, cramming them all in. It's going to be great. I have really, really enjoyed watching this game. I'm actually really hooked. It's the type of story that I wish that I could have come up with, but Craig beat me to it. So good job, Craig. I really like it. Check that out if you have not watched that one. And then Friday we are back with Ancestral Blood. And then I think, is that the last Ancestral Blood for a few weeks, I believe?
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
Going on break again. It happens, everyone. Travel, life, the universe, etc. But we should be back relatively on schedule for a while. I don't think we're actually taking a break until October on this show, and we're just going to run straight through, barring any emergencies. And then if you would like to contribute to the show, the channel, you can impact the game. Someone already did the command, Ignite tips in chat. And you can have all sorts of impact. It all goes towards production, art, etc. On a random production note, we're making some production changes as companies are being dumb and changing policies, and we're looking for alternatives to different programs that are exhibiting scumbag, maidenless behavior. So it all helps a little bit there too. Just like companies 5xing their price overnight and things. So anyway, all of it helps, everyone. It all helps. It really does all go back into the show. So thank you for supporting if you like to, and if not, just keep watching the show. We appreciate you just the same. Lurkers are appreciated, chatters are appreciated just the same, but most of all, we like when you talk about the shows and red string with us in chat. And for this show, you get to red string with the cast because they also don't have any idea what's going on. I think that's it. Speaking of, let's see what happened last time.
What did we do last night on Ignite Recall?
You race across the desert of Sanhandra and get to a large open, somewhere between a garage and a warehouse. There are mechanics working on various vehicles. They look like some kind of speeders. You did it. You crazy, crazy bastards. You did it. All right, let's go see the boss. He looks up and sees you at the door, and he smiles. Says, "Oh, please, come in."
Appreciate the hospitality.
Credits really are the best apology gift. Whirlpool, you brought the whole crew.
Apparently I owe you for something, and there was a job that I didn't do. We all have lost our memories, and I'm gonna be so frank with you, I have no idea who you are.
He looks kind of disappointed at that. Victor Bax, pleased to make your acquaintance. Give me the 3 credits now from the job. Finish the job that I gave you, and we'll call it good.
Would you mind telling us exactly what the previous job was?
Shut the door, please. The job was you were supposed to break into a armed hegemon garrison, steal enough weapons for me to fuel a revolution, if I so desired to, along with all the credits. You all joined up together because you have a shared hatred of the hegemony. You wanted to take them down a peg. You wanted to set the world ablaze. I tried to talk you out of it. You could not be persuaded. He points at Indigo. You were the first one to join the crew about a year ago. Then points to Pink. You were next. And then to Red. And then you. And then points over to Green. I haven't seen you before. He points back to Indigo. You worked for the hegemony at some time. That's why Whirlpool recruited you.
Did you know his name?
Quick.
That's a lot.
You really don't
Should-
remember me.
Should I? To be fair, I don't remember anyone, so it's not really a personal thing.
He
I didn't
gets
even
in
know who I
closer to
was.
you, a foot away, looks down. More familiar? He leans down and kisses you. Eden, Eden, Eden. What have you gotten yourself into this time?
I'm sensing there was something, did we have a relationship?
I'd say we've been together for 3 years or so. Well, what do we do from here, Eden? I can't just pretend that you remember me.
Well, I know nothing about you, so I can't say I exactly feel anything for you, but I'm more than willing to get to know you again.
We got to figure out what that thing is, but I wanted to try and find a safer way for you to go further beyond.
Can I let you in on a little secret? I think I'm pretty certain, like 99.9% certain, it's what caused memories to go, kaput.
So you did it again.
No, I didn't do it again. Well, I don't know if I did it in the first place, but I do know
fair.
that I can maybe do it again on someone else. Long term, I was going to see if you or Green were into me trying to unlock your memories that were wiped using it.
We went into that bank job and it was like clockwork. We all don't remember who we were a few days ago, and yet we left there with a fortune.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
Except we forgot what a bike was.
You having some issues with that, with what we're doing?
I don't know yet.
Stop. And you are compelled to stop. You turn and you see this person in the alleyway. She holds up her fist, and you feel a gravitational force yank you towards her. She holds you up and looks in the air. Hello, Whirlpool. I think that we need to have a little chat. Don't make me repeat myself. Where's the source?
I have no idea who you are or what you're talking about.
Quick stole it. Where is it?
Can I help you?
Glover, where's the source? She looks back at you, Red, and says, Stillman, I can't believe how dumb you are. You used it on yourself. None of you has any idea what's going on. I followed you for a year,
It's
and you don't even know where the source is.
Red is like pointing at her, like looking at Indigo, like that's her.
You
needed that
throw
hand
this
bit.
at her, and she sees, she actually puts up, and you hear the warping of the air as it seems like she's trying to like put up a gravity field to repel it, but instead she's only able to get a shield up, which knocks her like 40 feet in the air and sends her flying across the sand. And she lands, and you hear, oh, as she hits the sand somewhere out in the darkness that you can't see. And you go, the gate flashes as this next wave of ship is going through. It illuminates white as you go through the threshold, and you flash out of existence. Everything disappears from view. And you appear in another space entirely, a different gate behind you, as the dozens of ships with you that were at the gate at that exact moment all appear out of nothing.
Ow.
And you
I
were
don't like
all
that.
just a tumbleweed going through space.
As we do.
I believe that there was one little thing that I didn't put in the previously that I wanted to make note of. You all got an encrypted message when you crossed the gate that looked very familiar to Pink. And with that, we're going to start, if it's okay with you all. Pink, you find the natural inclination where you just want to wander towards Indigo's quarters, as I believe you wanted to have a conversation, since you hadn't got to spend a lot of time with each other, and you thought that you should.
Yeah. I hit me out of left field. I wasn't ready yet. I have the Cipher notebook with me, and I've got it like tucked under my arm. When I assume we have like little like num pads outside of the door to like ping instead of knocking on the door.
Yeah, doorbell, but not a doorbell. It's a tone of some kind.
Dong.
If you're going to his room, you would not get a response.
I wait a little bit. I realize you're not there, and I go, engine room, right? And I head to the engine room. I walk in, because I'm sure the doors are just open. Indigo.
Plopping on your shoulders, Leon. Just a little squid, just...
I'm startled at first because I'm not used to that. But I give him a little pat. Hey, buddy, where's Indigo? Indigo, are you in here?
Yeah, just back here, working on some calibrations. Leon, did you find that tool I was looking... Oh, Pink. How's it going?
Hey. Oh, pretty well, all things considered. Just working and organizing, things like that. But, first of all, hi.
Hello.
We haven't had very much of a chance to really, like, talk or hang out, but I have good reason to interrupt your work.
Oh, feel free. As long as we don't go hurtling into space into more of the unknown, I'm pretty open.
That's certainly not on the agenda for me today. And
Not on my watch, at least.
I'll pull out the notebook I have with the cipher in it. I produced two notebooks. One where I'm trying to figure out the cipher, and one that is ciphered. And I show you the cipher one first. I realize probably nothing looks familiar to any of us, but I realized I hadn't asked you yet if you recognize any of this.
Okay, let me just take a look at it. Scanning over it, does the cipher maybe translate in some way, shape, or form in Indigo's mind, where he's like, "Why am I able to read this?"
No, it does not make sense to you. But you do get a very odd sense of deja vu.
Ah, isn't this the similar to that code we just learned about?
The encrypted message, yes. I already had a notebook of this in my room. So I have reason to believe that message is from me. From whom, I cannot say, because I don't know what any of this means.
I'd be happy to look it over and possibly be able to crack the code eventually. I mean, that cube that Red has, that's another puzzle I'm trying to figure out as well. It's got a bunch of undecipherable words on it. It's just a whole bunch of puzzles around here, including us. Ain't that something?
Truly, it really is. You're trying to solve the cube?
Well, at least get a better understanding of it. If Red's gonna keep messing with it, we might as well know what's going on.
Have you interfaced with it at all? Yourself?
Me? You mean
Mhm.
like Red does?
Yes.
Hell no.
I felt it.
See, all that. Don't need that. I don't know if I want that. It seems like a lot.
I don't think anybody should want it. It feels very powerful. I was able to pick up on that without touching it, actually, which is interesting. I wonder if I have a little bit of the mysticism stuff. Though science makes a lot more sense to me, so. Shrug.
I don't know anything about mysticism or the way in which Red knows. I know if I put things together, they move in a certain way. I think I understand T2 more than I understand that cube, just by, talking with them.
I definitely understand medicine better than I understand the cube, but for some reason it's got this undeniable pull. Not like I want to take it, because I don't. It's just something about it is it's magnetic almost. Not literally, but energetically.
You see a grin as the cigar is like sticking out of Indigo's mouth, and when he grins, you see these I want to say crystalline, like he's got a grill in, but it's actually his teeth.
Okay, that's kind of cool though.
That's sick.
That's cool as fuck. Oh,
You
interesting. And I have to avoid making a big deal out of it because I want to be like, I want to study you. To literally everybody on the ship.
I
Let
think
me study you.
Pink, I think out of everything, I don't know if you have you're curious. You're just curious, and that's okay. That's fine, but I think that's where your thought process goes in all of this. You want to know how things tick no matter where they come from. And that's the cool thing about being curious. As long as it doesn't get you into too much trouble.
Oh, I hope it doesn't get me into trouble. That's
Nah,
certainly
we're in
not.
plenty of trouble already.
Yeah, I think we've got that in spades, don't you?
Truly.
Well, perhaps we can spend time deciphering this together at some point. I'll make the notebooks available to you whenever you like, and I've been working on it in my spare time as well, and I'll show you my notes of what I figured out so far on the clock so that you know what I know about it.
Yeah, we'll share notes together. Whatever I find out, I'll let you know as well. I plan on, if the captain deems it worthy, I plan on trying to inspect T2 as well. And Urbot seems like something that may have information that we might need as well.
Well, don't think I'm as familiar with electronics, but if you ever need a helping hand, I'm more than willing to assist.
Yes, and I don't know how to stitch anybody up, but if you need assistance with that, or I don't know, if you lose an arm, a leg, or something, and he kind of spins his arm, I probably got a few spares lying around here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure we have something. Good to know. And so far, you seem. She kind of thinks about the word for a minute. You seem, despite your fire-oriented appearance, very calm and even-keeled. And I find that in situations of crisis, that is the best trait to have, even if you don't have all the skills you need to handle the situation.
Oh, thank you, because I have none whatsoever. But if I've learned anything so far, seeing as how I've lost most of my memories, it's that even if the ship is breaking down in front of everybody, at least making it look like we're still flying on course. It's better than, telling everybody we're about to die a crash and burn to death.
All right, can you repeat that last part? You don't actually mean that, right?
No, our ship is fine. I was talking
Oh.
about, like, mental stability and whatnot.
She got like this look on her face, like, what?
No. I would definitely make sure all of you knew that we were about to possibly explode into the vacuum of space.
Let's not manifest that, shall we? Hey, that's a word. I think I've heard Red use that.
All right. Last thing is what you'll see, like, in the corner is that he has like set up like a couple of chairs and some boxes, a blanket, and basically a place where he's resting.
I see, like, I'm like getting ready to say goodbye to you and like head off on my way, and I see that. Indigo, are you sleeping in the engine room? No judgment, just curious.
Yeah, until we get a better understanding of what's going on this ship, I want to make sure that, everything's running how it's supposed to.
Are your quarters too far from the engine room?
Yeah, emergencies, anything, just pop off. I want to make sure I'm here, ready to go.
Well, if you want help bringing, like, futon or something down here, so you don't have to sleep on the floor, I'm sure one of the boys will help you, she says, volunteering. Somebody, not her.
That's a great idea, actually. I'll ask them about it later on. Thank you.
I bet Green would be more than willing to do some heavy lifting on your behalf.
Yeah, this sounds great. All right. Well, are you doing all right? Is everything good with you? We had quite an adventure of Red's friend.
Honestly, it all happened so fast, I didn't really think about the fact that we were running away from somebody who could crush us with her mind. Thinking back, that's pretty scary, but in the moment, I wasn't scared at all. I just wanted to get the captain and get the fuck out.
Yeah. That bomb we threw at her was meant to blow off a safe door, and she kind of just brushed it off very easily. So
That's terrifying.
very. But I'm glad our doctor's healthy and, everything's going good with you.
Yeah, things are fine. She
Concerning.
shrugs.
All right.
I mean, there's really nothing wrong or anything. It's just I'm trying to unravel things and it's taking up a lot of my brain space. There's nothing wrong per se, just the reality of the situation.
All right. Well, if you needed any help unraveling, I'm here to help.
She taps the notebook. This is what I need help with the most right now. But I'll keep it in mind.
Ciphers. Got it. All right.
I'll keep it in the med bay so you can stop by and grab it anytime you want to work on it.
You got it, Doc. Is it all right if I call you Doc? I'm starting
Sure.
to get new nicknames for everybody. I got Cap, got Doc, Red's still
It's fine.
Red. Green's really close to little shit, but that's actually longer than Green, so I might just keep it as Green.
I like that one. That's actually pretty funny. But
Alright.
yeah, Doc is fine.
All right, Doc.
Okay, Indigo. I will see you later. And she just kind of walks out of the engine room.
And speaking of, for either of you, I'm assuming Pink especially, would you like to use one of your downtimes to study the cipher?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's my stress at?
Good question.
Study. I have one die in study.
I too have one die in study.
I'm
Go
not going to
ahead.
push myself. I'm just
Whenever
gonna
you're
do the
ready.
thing. I just roll study. I don't roll anything else, right?
Correct. Just study.
Another failure. It's a 2.
Yeah. It might just be because you lost your memories. You're not really a spy for trying to interpret a cipher. It's hard. You're just like...
How many more ticks is it, too?
So, it is one more
Or
tick.
it's
So,
one. Okay.
I should share this clock with you. I think there's probably a way that I can do
We
this.
can worry about that.
It is 3 out of 12 currently.
Yeah, I'm keeping track in my notes.
Okay, I'll figure out how to do this. Oh, here we go. I just found it. Hey, I can do this with all of them now.
What?
Craig / Indigo, what downtimes would you like to do?
I think with Pink asking, I would help with the cipher as well, because I have
Okay.
one study.
Go ahead. You can roll study.
All right. And that is a partial success.
Okay, you're more scientifically inclined and actually make some good progress. You putting your heads together over the next few days as you're traveling towards the job, you've been able to understand vowels and consonants and patterns and where the symbols are. You don't know what goes to what, but you're starting to understand, like, oh, this must be some kind of a 4-letter word with a vowel, like 2 vowels and 2 consonants, etc. You're figuring out the patterns. It's going to take a lot longer before you're able to fully break through and, figure out an actual cipher, and then you'll actually have to go through translating, but you're getting closer. Getting closer.
How many ticks are we at now? I
You're
don't
at
know. I don't know how to
5.
see the.
You should be able to, next to where your sheet is in the list, you should be able to see the clocks now. I don't know if anyone else did, but I changed it so that everyone should be able to now. If not, I'll have to see what else is wrong.
Yeah, I have my clock too.
Yep.
Oh, I see the clocks.
Oh,
Yes.
I see them.
Where?
Where?
I see 'em.
Under
Let's
the little
go.
person tab.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
God, this cipher.
Oh, pink cipher. I see.
That's a big clock.
That's a big
It's a
clock.
big in.
Oh yeah, the Ace Miso one is also big. Cool.
Who else has stuff they would like to do, talk about, people they would like to talk to, things they would like to investigate?
I think Red would be interested in taking another look at that cube.
Okay. What do you want to... You get to the cube? What are you thinking about with the cube?
So Red's kind of sitting there, his legs crossed, meditating, and he's not really thinking about anything. And then all of a sudden, without even realizing it, his thoughts just get drawn to the cube, and he grabs the cube and sits back down and kind of just meditates with it in his hands, trying to see if he can, figure something out, if it speaks to him, if anything happens, just kind of delving deeper into it.
Thinking. You kind of attuning to the cube again, yeah?
Yeah, I would say that's more attune.
Roll attune.
Copy that. 4 and a 6.
Success. You meditate with this thing, and you're trying to understand it, seeing if it speaks to you. And you realize you have had this thing for a while. No precursor artifact belongs to anyone, but it's comfortable with you. It's actually pretty natural for you to have this thing. It doesn't mind you. It's not fighting you necessarily. But also you feel a sense of responsibility not to use it frivolously, that it does not like being used for anything but the most important things. That just kind of, it's a feeling. It's not communication, it's emotions that are getting passed to you.
Feel it. Perfect. He'll set the cube down and go and see if anyone's up at the bridge, or see if anyone's doing anything.
I believe, Blue, you were probably at the bridge.
Typically, typically always at the bridge. She is currently. She's scrolling through lots of the computer interface is up over the windshield, and she is going back through like logs of messages when you arrive.
Hey, Blue. How's our trip coming along?
Oh, and she will spin around towards you. It's going well. No hiccups. No one has picked us up. The transponder has been useful. It's smooth sailing.
Nice. Sorry for the thing back at the gate, but I knew you could get us through, no problem.
Right. Oh, you mean? Oh, when you said.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's apparently what we used to do.
You know, it just felt right, didn't it?
It did. Isn't that weird? That even not remembering anything, there's still things that feel right.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot more of that, like just feelings. Like I feel like I hate the hegemony. Like I just, with all my being, I don't know why, I don't know the reason, but I could just feel it, even just thinking about them, saying them. You know, things like that.
It's odd. I assume that's why we all came together, at least based on what we've learned so far, that there was a cause that we were fighting for.
Yeah, I wonder if it's more than just our cause. That's kind of what it seems like right now. Whatever, we kind of do whatever we want.
Do you think it has anything to do with the woman who was chasing us?
Well, she clearly wants, our little cube. I don't know her exact connection to us, but there is a very strong connection. I can feel it, to me in particular. And I'm sorry that you had to suffer for that. Again, I apologize.
It's not your fault. You know, when we were in that room together, she said that she'd been hunting myself and us for a year.
Guess we're pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that seems to be the theme of everything that people tell us.
Yeah. That's scary. She seems way more powerful than us, though, is the biggest issue.
I just want to know why we pissed off someone like that.
Yeah, I imagine I did something to piss her off.
You think so?
I think so. That there's something that kind of telling me that, or I don't know. I just feel a connection to her somehow, and I don't. Yeah,
Have you thought on it? Or I don't. Do you meditate?
Yeah, it's kind of both. You think while you meditate. I have, and I've seen glimpses of her from what I assume is my past.
You've seen her?
Yeah, like we were monks. I don't know if we're in a cult, I don't know. But we were students there. And we knew each other.
But now she hates you.
Or us, yeah, I don't know.
Us, probably more us as a group.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe this cube was hers. I
Maybe
took
it
it.
was.
We took it. I don't know. But the cube does seem to know me. It is comfortable with me. Like, accepts me caring for it.
It has feelings.
That's perfect way to put it. Yeah, it's just
You think it's a sentient
feelings.
being?
I don't. Maybe it doesn't talk. It doesn't do anything like that. It's just like the energy from it. Clearly, it has an immense amount of energy.
Look, whatever you think is the best course with this cube, I trust you. That's something that feels right to me. You know, when I was speaking with our friend back on Sanhandra,
Hmm.
he mentioned that you joined and were a mystic, and that your abilities were great, and that if you were at your full potential right now, you could fix this.
And that's what I want to do. And I mean, I have been trying
I
to
know.
remember, trying to communicate with it.
I guess I just mean that if you have an idea and it seems crazy, I'm ready to do it. You have my full approval.
That's exactly why I said that over the radio. I knew you're always ready for anything, and that's what everyone is always. We always have each other's backs. You know, we've only been out of here, a couple weeks, and we already know that we got each other's backs. It's that simple.
I wonder. It must have been something pretty serious to bring us together then, and I'm excited to know.
Yeah, I think personally, I probably think it's the movie nights. I think that's probably what brings us the closest.
We're all very avid movie fans, that's fair. Probably met at some club, at a bar or
Yeah,
something.
I'm sure that's it. Whatever it is, I'm glad we're brought together. And again, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad. Yeah, that was rough. You had us all worried.
Well, I'm perfectly okay now because of all of you. So, please, don't think about it any further. I would have done the same for you all, and I knew that you would come. That feeling.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Again, yeah, that feeling we have, all of
The
us together.
The next time you talk to the cube,
Mhm.
may I be there for it?
Sure.
Commune with it. I know it doesn't talk.
Yeah, yes. Sure. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, I did just come from doing that, actually. I'll be honest.
That's okay. The next time then. I assume you're doing it
of
frequently.
course. Yeah, and I just want to let y'all know if something bad happens, it's probably my fault.
Well, I assume that it's all fixable, right?
Yeah. I'm sure it all works out in the end. You know, that's my mentality. Everything always works out in the end, and for us, that seems to be the case.
I think so. It can't get much worse, right?
Yeah, exactly. And speaking about, working out in the end, how was your time with our friend back on the planet?
Screams.
Red
She
notices the hesitation.
She does hesitate. She was very chatty and then immediately is blink, blink. Wide eyes.
I get it. Even I could feel that connection from outside the room,
Apparently, she looks around, like very obviously looking around to see if anyone is listening, but who would be here? Apparently we were dating.
Wow. And you have no recollection? No inklings, feelings, nothing?
I do have a inkling to trust him, but I don't recall anything.
That's something, yeah. And I'm glad it sounds like you had a strong relationship then, if that feeling of trust was still there.
3 years, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. I knew him apparently before all of you, and he saw this crew be formed.
Wow. Yeah, 3 years, not an insignificant amount of time. It's longer than, most of my suits that I wear.
Right. Which is why I want to get this job right.
To get back to him.
No.
It's okay. Hey, look, I'm all about following your feelings, doing what you feel like you need to do. That's important in life, whether it's chasing someone or something. It doesn't matter.
Apparently, this cause was more important. Whatever we were fighting for as a group.
Yeah, I believe that 100%. There's something pushing us forward, something that brought us together in the first place, something that we have to finish. And I know we will.
We just have to figure it out.
Well, when we
Oh.
got Pink and Indigo, those brilliant, brilliant people on our side. And then we got the
Incredibly.
Muscle and Green.
That reminds me. I'm gonna put. Do you mind if I call someone up?
Of course not. Yes.
Okay. She will swivel around in her chair and just kind of beep over the intercom. And like, it's kind of realizing, oh wait, everyone can hear me on the intercom. So she hesitates for a second. And this will go to every, like, it's just across the ship. Hey everyone. It's me, it's Blue. Obviously. I was curious if everyone could meet on the bridge here, and I don't know, there's no rush. I just wanted to do a quick debrief after everything we've learned. We haven't really had a chance to do so. And then she's like looking, like, you just hear her kind of fumbling, like, oh, okay, that's how I turn it off. And then she turns it off.
I love that so much.
Okay.
And then she spins around and waits with Red.
Should I get some snacks for this team meeting?
Ooh. Yes.
I thought so. Grab will grab some delicious munchies. Some I'm thinking Chex Mix, some Cheez-Its,
Oh, that's
pizza
scrumptious.
flavored, of course.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, and
That's next
some,
while we were on the planet for sure.
Oh, yeah.
and they'll mix together some red Kool-Aid, special mix, and yeah, we're gonna have like some old school snack. Bring it together, little
Get
team
it?
meeting.
Yo, are you making
Red
jungle
Kool-Aid.
juice?
Get it? Red.
Exactly, always red.
Always red.
I imagine little
Always
T2
red.
goes with you to carry things.
Of course, he's
He
got a little.
pops
He's
down,
got a little
he goes.
platter.
He got a little
Oh.
platter.
That's so cute. I need to draw that.
Butler T2.
Butler teeth.
Butler
It's his
T2
skin.
with our Chex Mix and our Cheez-Its
his
and our
skin.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's the next
That's
start.
cute. All right. Everyone, one by one, starts wandering up to the bridge,
Oh, Pink is totally the last person to show up, 100%.
facing the cipher.
Yeah.
It's fair. But eventually,
Somehow I made it there first.
Camera's off.
Hang on, I'll fix that in a second.
cool.
Um,
All right, Captain. What seems to be we're giving our intel? What do we
Yes.
know?
She does like a little spin in her chair. Like, it's just the back and forth spinnies. I was thinking, one, we should talk about this job that's coming up. Well, I guess the job that we already had and then didn't do, and now we have again. We had a lot of information before, but a lot of that's not good anymore, so perhaps in our own ways, we can go about getting those things that Victor had set up for us originally. Like the guard rotations and the codes and whatnot. After all, we are intelligent people. I'm sure we can figure it out. We're all capable. I just don't want to go into this without a plan, and I don't want to owe him or fuck it up.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
So, do you have an inkling of a plan yet, or is that what we're here to discuss?
Oh no, this is the spitball session.
Ah,
Okay.
Well,
would
Indigo,
it-
yeah, start.
yeah, I was gonna say. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that.
Of course.
I was gonna say, what were the things that your stud muffin had ready for us?
Feels a little. What?
Pink has to like cover her mouth.
What?
He-
We can.
Listen. I don't know if anybody else in the room saw it. That man was handsome. I
he
was
was
handsome
very
man.
handsome.
And
He
Oh,
was very
yes.
handsome.
I
There's a
can
He-
establish that. He's just
I
brother
have
was
not seen a
fine.
man. I've not seen a man that gorgeous since the last time I looked in my bedroom mirror. I'm
Yeah.
telling
Blue,
you,
you
that
should have
guy
taken on
just-
my nickname. You were more red than blue when you saw him.
Mm,
He just
okay.
laid, just mwah, just to start things off, just to spice up everybody's day. My breath was already taken away from that run
I
then,
mean-
and after that, I was just like flabbergasted.
I'm not saying I didn't listen at the door to the entire conversation, but I'm
No,
also
you did.
saying that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did.
We
What
we,
did you hear?
Oh, what if he did something terrible? I could bust in there and kick his ass. I don't care who
Right.
he is.
Did you hear anything horrible?
No.
She said she heard a kiss.
Pink just
Okay.
kind of.
Blink, blink.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be a snitch. Sorry, Pink.
I'm sorry. Let's get
I wasn't
back
the
on
only
topic.
one. I wasn't the only one. Looks at Red.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Well, so this doesn't happen anymore. For full transparency, he was my partner for the previous 3 years,
Oh,
and
wow.
saw the formation of this whole crew one by one. He met all of you. So we talked about what that meant and what that would mean moving forward. So there we are.
And you weren't able to get more guard codes, guard rotations from him for this
Yeah,
job?
did he have any more of those? That's the main reason why I brought him up. That's my fault. I kind of took
Oh,
us on a tangent.
Right.
We knew where you were going. We knew where you were
Thank you, Red.
No, he said they're all old now.
Oh, well, that's where we start. We get all the stuff he had given us, but we just have to get
Yes.
it now.
We need the updated versions of those. So the rotations, any codes. The password, I think, was also one thing that we were given. Though apparently the code doesn't change very often, so we could use the same one.
Mhm.
I just wanted to put our heads together and try and get some of those resources back. I'm sure we could strong arm our way or figure another way in, but the easier the better after the kind of week we've had.
Well, yeah,
Sounds like Indigo, you may need to hack to get us
That's-
those codes.
that's my assumption. To get us the codes, I could possibly get the guard routines and everything, but I mean, y'all could go in there and just, watch them if need be. But the codes are definitely a thing that's going to be something I got to deal with.
What Green? You said? Did I hear correctly? Did you used to work for the hegemony?
No, that was
Oh, I
me.
got no fucking clue.
Maybe you could. I know you have all those IDs. Maybe you could get another job there.
I could probably put something together. Probably do a little this, do a little that. Who knows? Maybe I'll have my own vacation pay from them eventually.
I just want to say, instinctively, both Indigo and Pink, based on it being, if it's a military facility, it's not like you know the shifts, but you instinctively understand the general structure of what guard shifts and rotations would be and get a good feeling about it, but you still don't actually have the specific information. But you feel like there's a pattern that you would recognize.
Watch duty lives in your soul for the rest of your eternity.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all muscle
Never
memory.
leaves.
Never leaves. I'm sad. Craiggumz.
But yes,
Real life
you-
Greg.
yeah,
Real
real,
life
real
Greg.
life triggered. But yes, your characters also feel that, both of you.
I want to know which one of us says something about it first, though.
Well, I mean, being on guard duty is probably one of the most tragic parts of that job. So,
It is quite mind-numbing, yes.
probably the simplest task is to get those routines, and possibly getting through them is probably going to be pretty easy as well.
Do you both have memory of this?
I mean, it just came to mind while we're having this conversation, really.
Yeah, I felt my eyes getting all
Heavy.
teary.
Mm.
I felt pain and
Interesting.
sadness when it was brought up.
Yes, even combat medics are not excused from these things. She rolls her eyes. I was hoping to avoid it, personally.
But okay. God, he finds a spot, like a window that we have that looks out into space, and he pulls out a marker. He just starts writing on it. He just
Yes.
goes, all right. God routines. All right. Codes. What else do we need? Making a list.
We're stealing weapons, so we need a way to transport them out easily.
Okay. God, we'll put my name, Indigo, on the codes. The weapons and the gods. Who want to be in charge of that little part of the job?
I could figure out what to do with the weapons, perhaps with red and green.
All right.
Sure,
Red,
I'm happy to help.
green, Captain. Got it. All right.
Might want to consider the sort of security measures they got. I mean, they got guards, sure, but what kind of tech are we going to be up against?
What type? Okay. Security, detail, and just put stars next to it. I guess I'll put myself on that one as well.
The military facility. Are they, in your experience, you two, do you know if are military bases equally guarded? Do they have standardized practices, I assume?
It depends on the strategic value of the location itself or the ship.
For something, say,
Typically.
weapons?
Probably
it's
pretty
just
heavily
weapons.
guarded, I would imagine.
Yes. That right there.
Okay.
You don't want your enemies to have the nice weapons you have, so you make sure they can't touch your nice weapons.
Tighter shifts, more frequent, code changes. It's not going to be easy to do this, I don't think.
Oh. Good thing we're great at our job.
Good thing you're daring.
Very daring. Thank you,
Incredibly.
narrator.
Thank you, T2.
Thanks, T2. T2, your voice changed. Why can I understand you now?
Oh,
You sound like the narrator.
Captain, you gotta let me get a look at T2. That voice change has been throwing us off every once in a
Do you
while.
want to take a look at T2?
Absolutely. I mean,
You're more than welcome to.
that might be something we heard on the news about that Urbot. What, rebellion or something like that? Possibly T2's got some information on his hard drive. Has something we could find out about it?
We could certainly look
You
into
put
that.
T2 in the middle.
He's more than happy to do it, I'm sure. Aren't you, T2?
I can look into it for you. It'll be a
If you
lot
need-
easier when we get to a planet or a space station so I can access the HNN system.
Okay. But what about yourself? Do you need help with figuring that out? you
Wait,
in the
what's the
same boat as
HNN
us?
system?
The Hegemony News Network. They have all of the hot goss and rumors.
T2, who taught you that word?
Which word?
Goss.
No idea.
Oh.
Must have picked it up from HNN.
Oh.
All I know is I'm eating good when I'm listening to HNN.
Wait a minute.
T2, are you an HNN fan?
Occasionally.
Fox News.
Wait a minute, T2. We might have to do a little
T2
update.
T2.
Not the
T2's
Fox News of the galaxy.
Wait a minute.
T2's being radicalized.
Stacey Weathers always brings me the best stories in the galaxy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. T2, we gonna have to go through some.
Can you do something with T2?
I'm working on it. Matter of fact,
No,
just
no,
at the
don't
top-
worry.
top
I
of
know
the board.
I know it's all
T2.
hogwash. It's garbage. It's bupkis. But it's entertaining.
Yes.
You
Oh,
know what, T2? You're allowed to watch entertainment. That's fair.
Thank you.
Of course.
this is T2's version of watching trash TV.
You
So
should see what they
hate
say
it.
about you all in the news.
They
What do
talk
you
about
mean?
us in the news.
What do
Yeah.
What do they say?
Dangerous criminals on the run.
Oh.
Was that at the last galaxy we were at, or was that at this one?
Last one. I haven't been able to connect to a news network here. We're in the blackness of space, baby.
Do they
All
have,
right.
does he know if they're using our photos on the news?
Yeah. Oh, of course. And by the way, Indigo
No
is translating
photos.
all this to you guys.
Yeah.
No photos.
No photos of us.
Excellent.
Good.
Hmm.
Would you like there to be? I could send over a
No.
folio.
No,
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 no, no, no,
no,
no.
no.
No,
Maybe
T-
fake photos.
No photos ever. No photos ever. None
No.
of no images of us ever.
This might pose an advantage to us if there's no photos.
Indeed.
No,
I'd say
I
so.
think even more than usual, because your little stud muffin, he had no idea who I was, and your psychopathic lady following after you, he says, pointing at
Yeah.
Red, she didn't know who I was.
We gotta
True.
work on
I'm
her
beginning to
nickname.
think that anyone who knows of this crew doesn't know who I am.
Including us.
Including, yeah, exactly. That's the best part. Wait, no, so just let me go in where we can't afford you all to be seen.
Like this facility.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You could pose as a guard. Maybe you get in, do something. I don't know.
You could
We need
definitely be a guard.
an
I'll
inside
walk-
man.
I'll walk in. I'll tell them I'm from HR. I'm just here to look around to make sure that the complaints I'm hearing aren't legit.
I wasn't ever going to talk about this, but now it feels relevant. I
Got
was
hot
looking
goss.
I was looking in my closet and I have uniforms.
Ooh.
Uniforms.
Like
Kind of
hegemony
uniforms are we talking?
uniforms.
Oh.
Oh.
Like me size.
Oh.
That's incredibly useful.
I have fatigues and I have medic
Okay.
outfit, and with a medic uniform, I could probably get
You could get
one
in.
of us in.
Well, what if we do the whole, fake injury? You gotta rush him in.
Drag him in.
It could be Green as, a hegemony soldier,
Ah.
and you gotta take care of him. They don't ask any questions. He's fake bleeding or real bleeding. He's always hurt. And,
Not always her. I have not been shot in
How many hours?
4 days.
is that
Whoa.
business or?
Oh. 4 business days?
Mhm.
Don't know how much important this business is for you guys, but I got the coffee maker working.
Oh, I love
That
coffee.
is very
Absolutely.
relevant.
And
I remember
found it
that.
was
I remember that I
super
love coffee.
I found a milk steamer too. Good news. I can make a latte.
Oh, and you only made one for yourself. That's
To be
really
fair, I had-
interesting.
I had to make sure it wouldn't taste like garbage.
He was
Think I'm gonna
testing
s-
it. No, yeah.
think
I
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say all
understand that.
crap?
I brought
That's
the
super
Kool-Aid for everyone else,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
See,
oh, red,
next-
of course.
Always.
next time you guys want coffee, just give me the coffee order.
Well, Green, the thing is, when sometimes you need to make things without a woman asking.
That is such a good
That's
A wise
true.
man once
That's very
said,
true.
yeah.
Blue,
Captain, you're so wise.
I'm gonna
why
ask
I'm
you
the
something.
captain.
I'm gonna ask you something very indicative.
Uh-oh.
At what
Uh-oh.
point in the last 4 days that we have known each other makes you think I have any idea what a woman wants?
You make very fair points right now.
Thank you.
Green, I'm sure many a woman has wanted you.
I'm sure you're cute.
Don't patronize me.
Oof, this is.
Blue, that one was a bit
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That hurt me.
Pink, tell him.
Yeah.
Pink. She gives a Pink like a little, one of the little taps, like a save me. Tell him. He's handsome, yeah.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, you said it with
Sure.
hesitation.
Yeah. What is
I-
that?
Because you asked me to do it. I don't do well under pressure like this, apparently.
Look, I think green is a rugged dreamboat myself.
Thank you,
Oh.
Red. And you I get lost in your eyes. Thank you.
Many have.
Yeah. Anyway, if we're done here, I'm gonna go and I don't possibly make you guys coffee. Anyone else want coffee? Pink?
Nah,
I don't
I'm
want
good.
Coffee. You like coffee, Pink?
I do, actually.
Excellent. You getting coffee? Anyone else coffee? No.
Nah, I like to keep my heart rate low. you
All
know.
right. One for the captain, one for the doc. Can T2 drink coffee?
I don't
No,
know.
no.
Just oil.
All right. Excellent.
Give an
So,
oil juice box.
Oil juice box. My
Alrighty.
baby.
Just regular maintenance, please. Thank you.
I got you, buddy.
Perfect. All right. So I'll be in the mess, I guess, if anyone needs me or has specific orders. So coffee, boobs, Pink, and leaves.
Oh no.
The drive-by boop.
All that cut out.
He did it for everybody.
One thing I wanted to add is even though you were drifting closer and closer to this hegemony military installation, there are lots of different space stations you can stop at on the way should you desire to, connect with any contacts or, brush up on the local news or anything like that. You're not super off the grid. You can do that. If any of you need to indulge in vices off ship, there's places that you can do that too. So just want to make sure you know that you have the availability of the system to do things.
Real quick, because we have 2 downtimes.
2 downtimes.
Indigo wants to know from the captain on whether he should. I have some ideas on some modifications to the comms, so we don't lose anybody while they're dying on death's bed and whatnot, like last time.
Right.
Or I could, possibly set T2 up with some upgrades.
What kind of upgrades are you thinking?
I don't know. We could put a gun on him, or
No.
or something more strategic is possibly he can remotely control the shuttle and get us out of Dodge in some situations.
That would be the smart option, wouldn't it?
Yes, but I had a feeling I should at least tell you about the other thought. I feel like that one would be pretty cool.
It would be. It would be. I think the most strategic option here would be to allow him access to remotely control the shuttle, should we need escape quickly.
All right, I'll get working on that, Cat.
Thank you. Take T2 with you and just
Yeah, he
I
said
don't know.
I guess the next time we stop at a space station or something like that, I'll take him with me because he also
Get him
said
into the news network.
I'll work on that as well.
Perfect. And if you need help with anything, don't let me overload you. Okay?
I need help with you making sure this, and he pats the side of the bulkhead. Fine specimen is just running how she's supposed to.
Well, as long as everything is going smoothly, it should be.
GM, because Indigo keeps working on the ship, would he have a feeling that this is a ship made for speed, basically? Like this is made to move?
It is made for speed, but also it's a gunship. It's made for shooting other ships out of the sky.
Okay.
You haven't installed anything, but when you inspected the ship, you realized there is already room on this ship for additional guns that have not been installed, as if there were plans to install more powerful guns down the line. So
Gotcha.
this is a ship meant for kicking ass and taking names, but yes,
Fighting.
also speed.
You know, Captain, looking over the ship, I realized that if we, are successful in a couple more jobs, we might be able to finally fight back instead of running away all the time.
Hmm.
Just a thought.
Like installing more guns.
Yes, the ship can hold it, and we'd still be moving as fast as we usually do.
As
Maybe-
long as it doesn't hinder the movement.
Outstanding. Maybe next gate we go to, it'll be less heroin.
That would be the goal. I honestly don't know what took over me in that moment.
Well, I mean, you did it before. It's nothing new.
I'm sensing that's a theme.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we can shoot at them as we run away.
Right. Well, if the ship can handle it, I don't see why not.
All right, but for now, T2 first. I'll
Yes.
work on him as well as yeah. Cool.
I'll give T2 a little pat. Go on, follow.
On T2, I'll introduce you to Leon.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
GM, I would like to as a tinker.
You're modifying an item. I got the section open.
Nice.
It's
would like to set it up.
284. I'm gonna say you want to create a remote control way for T2 to fly the shuttle. Yes.
Yes, just the shuttle. Like if we're on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ground. And
So,
we gotta get out
okay.
of here.
I love the crafting mechanics in these Forged in the Dark games. Okay. I think the minimum quality of this item is tier 2.
Okay, we're tier 0.
Yes.
God, I
What-
haven't heard that in a while.
What complexity did you have
Right?
to overcome that keeps this design from being widely used?
I would like to think that the main complexity is only capable with Urbots.
Okay, that it needs their power source in order to do it, basically.
That regular Bluetooth not working the way Urbot connections are.
Okay. And then for the drawbacks, I'm going to say that it has limited range, that it will only work within, say, 5 miles of the shuttle. Otherwise, the signal on the receivers on the shuttle won't be able to catch the signal, and it may not work.
Copy that.
Okay, so write all that down. You can put it on your sheet, and then you need crew quality +2, which means, and remember, a success is +1, a partial is at your level, a failure is level -2, and a crit is level +2.
Okay. What can I read Tinker off for you and see if that has anything to do with it as well?
Sure.
When you work on a clock with rig or hack, or when you study a schematic, fill +1 segment. Not eligible for selection. Okay. Never mind.
So I'm going to say you don't even need a schematic for this, since this is fairly simple. Adding a remote control for this is not going to require you inventing new technology. It's just because I'm sure there are remote controls for ships on more powerful stations, but it's just the difficulty of putting this on an Urbot is why this is difficult.
Okay.
But I think this is rig for sure.
All right. I have 3 dice in rig. It's my only three bomb. Do I want to push myself? I don't. Do I need to do the position or effect for this?
Nope, no position or effect.
Critical success. Oh
Wow.
Let's
Nice.
fucking
Let's
go.
go. Critical success. No
Me and
coin
T2
needed.
like this.
It takes you a day of working Welder out, opening him up, you and T2 having small talk as you're operating on him. And he can remotely control the shuttle now.
Outstanding.
That is
during that
awesome.
Time, during that time as well, I would like to create a harness in which T2 can sit on my chest and or the captain's chest when we're out.
The baby
You're making us baby carriers?
Making a baby carrier for him? Okay,
It's a
that's...
baby Bjorn.
He's
got a damn
baby
papoose
Bjorn.
now.
Man, he just float around.
So that
got
would
little legs.
technically will take another downtime activity for
Oh,
you.
no, never mind.
Okay, all right.
Sewing project.
Yes,
But
yes.
I love it. That is awesome. Wait, hang on. I need to look at T2's art real quick. T2 has legs, so
would be
T2 could
awkward.
let's sit on your
You got the
shoulder.
leggies.
Yeah.
So it won't be.
It's mainly for Indigo. T2 would be super uncomfortable in it. It would be
Yes.
terrible.
He just wants to be a little tiny robot dad.
Yeah, I love it.
This is father.
You are
That's his
a robot
father.
dad.
There we go.
That's robot dad.
Okay, so
That
T2
is
can-
awesome. That was God. Artificers are so cool. Every
Yeah, they
game,
do
they're
be.
cool.
Love to tinker. We
be.
love tinkering
Love
in Forge. and
This
Yeah.
is my
Yeah,
first
we do.
one.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Anyone else have stuff they would like to do while you're on your way to this facility?
Is this our last downtimes before the job?
Me think so.
Probably. But you never know what might come out of the sky.
That was too
hate
specific
that.
of a metaphor. What the
I hate that.
I'm scared. I have something, unless Mandy, you have something you want to go first.
No, you go, please.
Okay, I just need to clear some stress. I'm so fucking stressed again. So after the shit with Ismiso, so
Okay.
I would love to do that. Though
I have a modification to your obligation now that you remember that you had a partner. I will allow you to send messages to Victor as your vice of, if you so wish. You are allowed to do any of them, either of them.
okay,
So take
I mean,
that for
the
what
other
you will.
is sending money, and I don't have that. And plus, he
No,
already did
it's
that
just
for me.
it's role play money. It's not mechanical money, so you can
May I propose a
Mm-hmm.
thing as an option?
sure.
Because she just recovered from surgery, she also has an obligation to like have check-ins if you don't want to do those other things. Just thought of it.
No,
That's a good
that does not scratch the itch that is there. Though it is a good suggestion. It's not the same
It's a good
itch.
suggestion. Yeah, I'll send my silly little message.
So you all pull into a space station. It's essentially a gas station in space.
I need a gas station to send
It's
message.
just a small little station that can man about four. Well, yeah. So this is a great thing to talk about. On your ship currently, if we open up the Fire Drake, and you all should be able to do this, you don't currently have any comms modules on your ship, and you would need a specific.
Talk to people?
No, you can, but not like an
This far away.
Ansible network that can go through the gates. So you can get messages out, but not that would reach Victor or people in another galaxy or solar
Also
system.
get like internet on the ship.
Yes, that is another communications module that you could get.
Oh.
Dude, we're out here raw dogging. No
Yeah.
internet, no messaging.
How we do, baby. That's
Yeah.
we used to watch movies.
That's why we watch movies and eat fucking
Yep.
Chex Mix.
Yeah,
This is why
the chat won't know, but
physical
this is
copy.
one of the things I think I might have recommended this. Yeah, like I recommended you to upgrade your comms module so that you can get additional comm stuff. Because this ship does not have comms. You're about blowing people up.
Damn.
So
T2 wanted an iPad or something. I don't know what that's called.
Dude,
Aw.
T2 wants an iPad. Baby wants his iPad time.
but you can get those upgrades as you progress. But if you go to page, while we're just playing, you guys can look 120. It has all the different comms modules that does the things that you were asking about.
But right
Fake
now, you're using a
transponder is the
payphone.
one that you have. but
Now I
there's
gotta stop at a
others.
damn
Nexus
gas
Link
station
is
to
what
get
lets
my-
you get into the hegemonic system network. So you would need it for that. And then there's a few other things that you can see. But that's essentially your internet and messaging system.
Would that help us with the security codes or anything? Question
This
mark?
gas station stuff.
No.
No, that comms link. That's what I was.
Your
Okay.
quantum encryptor would help you as that encrypts comms and data storage and grants armor against interception of digital communications. Data on the ship is stored in a secure state until unlocked. So that would help you with that. Yeah, you guys are just raw dogging your comms right now.
We really are raw dogging life right now. Like, no fucking
really
comms,
are.
no internet.
Tragic.
Then yes, I will. My downtime. I will send him a message.
Do you have a message that you would like to send in mind? Or is that to be determined later when you have some time to think about it?
I do not have specific wording yet, which I
Okay.
can do, but I can give you the gist of the message, which
What's the
would
gist?
be. It would essentially, she's especially after the talk with the crew and everything of like, no, we could all tell. She's like, okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put my whole heart into this message. And so it is very friendly, and she's trying to be very open as much as she can. And it is essentially the, hey, made it through the gates, the transponder worked. Thank you for giving me that. It means a lot. Had a bit of a trip up with a woman in red. I am okay. Pink has taken care of me. I am in recovery. And we are on our way to do that thing.
See Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, she will vaguely talk about the thing,
Okay.
the job. And she will very specifically try and add the, like, I hope things are well. I hope that you are okay. And I'll come up with more,
Yeah, that's
adorable
okay.
language
You
later.
know that
But yeah,
feeling you
very
get when
checking in on me.
your crush texts you? You get that feeling as you're sending this off.
Truly,
can-
the like, I hope you're okay. I'm sorry.
And go ahead and roll your obligation vice.
Big money.
Obligation to the boyf. E. A roll.
Ooh.
Ooh, 6.
Oh, that's
How
literally
much stress did you have?
6.
Perfect.
Wow,
Cleared.
talking to the mans gave me no stress.
It be like that sometimes.
Sometimes you
We
talk
love
to the
sixes in
person.
this show.
Yeah, we love a little 6.
Anyone else have some downtime things they'd like to do?
I have one.
Okay. What would you like to do, Mr. Green?
Well, it's gonna take a lot. It's like it's gonna take a lot, but for it to work, he needs to go to the med bay at a time when Pink is not there.
That's doable.
Alright.
So when she's sleeping, because she's pretty much always there.
Essentially, yes. And he is going to take some gauze and some bandages. And then he will leave.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Noted. Anyone
How-
else? Others?
I-
Others?
I have a question.
Yes.
Did Blue tell us about the precursors and everything when she spoke with
Always
Stud
Misa.
Muffin?
Oh, that's right. He told me what they were. I think she would have. Yes. That's information none of us have. She would have shared that.
Okay, just making sure. Cool. Continue.
Who has not used all their downtimes currently?
Red has another downtime.
What would you like
Pink
to
as
do,
well.
Red? Oh, and Pink also.
Red will try to use the cube to learn more about Ismisa.
Oh,
Hmm.
attuned to the cube, my friend.
The
Oh, this
cube.
could
Good
go so
luck.
bad.
This could go terribly wrong. Go for it.
Partial success, 4-5.
Let's go. I'm nervous.
I'm terrified.
Thinking.
The worst that can happen is we lose all our memories again. Not a big deal.
I mean, yeah, that it literally
No,
is.
I'm worried about her tracing your call.
Oh, you dropped your pin, dude.
I need to
You're
consult.
sharing your location with me right now. Did you mean to do that, or?
I need to consult my notes. Give me a moment.
Also, did Green do 2 downtimes? I just want to make sure that.
I think he's
Dan
only
has-
done one so far.
Yeah, I want to make sure he gets all.
Yeah,
of
he
his.
gets his
Did,
full.
You-
did Green technically do any downtimes?
He just grabs some bandages.
Yeah, I don't. Green
just
hasn't
had a
done
downtime.
anything yet.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's
Green,
not a downtime.
yeah.
That's free play.
Yeah,
it's
that's free
play.
play.
You
We
get
just
to
did- we
you get
just
to
did a little
mechanically.
meeting.
Okay. This memory is not as clear, but you get the distinct impression. You feel, you see her, and you two are in a kitchen. There's dishes broken on the floor. There's credits strewn across the table. She's yelling. You're yelling. You're enraged. It seems like you're fighting. It's like you're watching a scene without sound, but you just see you furiously going at it back and forth. And you feel in that moment, this is so stupid. I didn't want any of this. I don't know what we're doing anymore. And then there's a knock at your door, and both of you immediately jerk and look, and then give each other a sympathetic look. And then you're brought out of the memory.
Very interesting.
And I
think I
tick
know how
2
we
more
broke up.
ticks on the clock. Make of that what you will.
Ticks on what clock? What clock we ticking? Wait, what? What's going on?
Remember Ismisa clock.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The clock to our doom.
Hey, that's not a doom clock. That's a good clock. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dan, we were talking about you still have 2 downtimes.
Yeah, you haven't
here.
used either of your downtimes, my dude. What do you want
Oh,
to do?
shit. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing.
What are you going to be doing?
Well, first I need an answer to this question, Frank. How healed is the scar on my hand?
Oh. It's been a while.
Or I suppose the scar on his torso, whichever one. Whichever one's fresher, let's say.
After... Oh. You recovered, right?
I did.
Completely healed.
Okay. He's just kind of looking at his hand. Well, you made that harder. And he's going to feel along the scar. And he's trying to figure out if he can tell where the metal is and how far it goes.
Are you feeling like inside your skin, or you're just feeling along your skin?
Like he's pressing. Like,
Okay.
for now.
You press up your arm, metal, metal, metal. Keep going up your arm to your shoulder. And it feels hard. It could be metal all the way up your arm.
So there's not really a point where it feels like it stops.
No.
What the fuck are you? And he looks back at his hand. And he's gonna take a knife from his desk drawer. And he's gonna start digging.
Yeah.
LFG.
I'm not going to graphically describe this, but how far are you taking this?
He just needs to see the metal again himself. Because I know you described it going super far. He's not going to go super far, but he wants to be able to take a look, like, flex his fingers, see how it reacts.
It hurts. You bleed.
Yeah.
And there is metal underneath that you see circuitry, expertly crafted, glimmering inside when you take a look. And you're just kind of letting the blood flow. But there you are, man and machine.
He's just kind of... His hand's shaking a bit. He just kind of mutters a curse under his breath, and he's just gonna swing. He punches the fucking wall in his bedroom over and over and over and over. And then he'll calm down. And he's gonna wrap it in gauze, wrap the bandage around it, like nothing ever happened.
Yep. Also,
Wild card.
not to kill it, also not a downtime. So there is a list of stuff that you can do. Not that I want to discourage you from amazing scenes, but there is lots of stuff that you can do. If you don't know, I'm sure anyone here would like to suggest something.
If you want to try and get intel on the mission, if you have
I'll
anything.
You want to heal
outside-
that injury that you just gave yourself? You could go to
Wait. Yeah.
think?
You gambling is your vice, right? Do you need to heal your vice? Because I don't call that a gamble. You cut yourself fucking open, figure out what you are.
I don't know. Is that a gamble? So, you know what? I'm gonna say no. I don't need I don't need my vice right now.
Okay. Okay.
But I will
Recover,
do the
repair,
intel gathering.
train. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you trying to find out and discover?
I'm specifically going to be looking into... I think specifically for where we're going, he's going to be looking at active traffic in the area. How
Okay.
populated is this immediate vicinity? Is it just guard rotation, or is there like cities? Is this like a space highway? How much interference could we run into that isn't hegemony?
I got you. That sounds like study to me. Does it sound like study to you?
That sounds like study to me. I don't have a single pip, damn it.
That's okay. You can still roll for it.
Does that mean it's disadvantage, right?
It is.
Yep.
Okay, and what's my... there's no fancy position for this?
Nope.
study.
Just standard is fine.
Partial success.
Fives.
Nice.
You look at local maps of the area. You just using the ship's scanners to scan the area as you get closer, circling around, and you realize this is military only. No civilian traffic is allowed. And as far as illicit traffic, you don't notice anything in particular in the time that you're coming and going. It's pretty locked down. Now, as far as the military ships, you notice a fair amount of them come out of this area. Not that many going in currently. And you study this over the course of a day or two, and that is what you learn.
Good stuff. I think Pink's got a downtime.
Go ahead,
do.
Pink.
I'm desperate to solve this clock or get as close as I can.
Your cipher?
Yes. So I am going to study. I really need more pips than this. No, another failure.
No.
Yeah, I'm just banging my head against the wall in my room, I think, a little bit at this point. Like, actually, I'm probably sitting at my desk in the office in the med bay. Just, like, banging my head. Not super hard, like, on the desk. Like, oh, I just want to figure this out.
You're like, I wish Indigo was here as you're doing this.
Yeah,
it's like
probably.
a student that just can't understand the subject, and you're getting frustrated.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't know what kind of student I was, but I'm pissed that I haven't figured this out yet.
It is at this time, Blue, you're flying closer to the target. You get a hail.
Okay.
I am searching for the appropriate music. A moment.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Take these glasses off. We getting serious.
What
Yeah,
fake transponder name are you all using currently?
Oh god, what was
Well,
the
it's certainly
name
not
again?
Tumbleweed.
Not tumbleweed. Do
Not
not use
tumbleweed.
tumbleweed.
Chex Mix.
Don't worry, I got it. We're gonna use cycloloma, which is the actual term for tumbleweed.
No!
No!
No! No. It's Chex Mix.
Chex Mix. Okay.
Should have been
That's what we
watermelon.
are. We're like a bag of Chex Mix as a crew.
Oh,
We're all...
no.
We're all different, but all delicious together.
Yeah.
Tag yourself. I'm the silica pack.
Oh, what?
He keeps us all dry.
I'm the little grid Chex piece with cheese on it in the cheddar one, because that's the best
I'll
piece.
be the Gardetto.
I want to be the little rye piece that's like the best
Yeah.
part. The bagel, the bagel crust. Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
I am the pretzel.
Anyway,
Hell
delicious.
yeah.
Classic.
says Chex Mix, please come in. Oh, let me switch back to.
Did we just laugh in the fucking
LOL.
in the fridge?
Chex Mix reporting.
I have an arrest warrant from Holt. Please surrender, and this won't go badly. And then you hear it click, and then you hear another message over a encrypted line. It says, "This is the coordinates to my personal account. This doesn't have to get ugly. I can head on back to Holt if you do what's necessary."
What the fuck?
How much
the
is he asking for?
Fuck!
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I have to consult the notes.
And how big
Fucking-
is this ship?
Yeah.
It is
that's-
not. It is not one ship. It is
Oh.
3 ships. It is 3 frigate-style ships.
We've had
Which-
worse odds than that.
Yeah. These people can eat our fucking checks mix, dude.
And they are asking for 4 credits.
Oh,
Gotta be kidding me.
That's spaceway robbery.
It is Spaceway robbery.
I do have a flashback idea if anybody is interested.
Do it. Do it.
It's gonna cost me stress, but it is what it is. When we went to that space station for the captain's phone call,
Mm-hmm.
knowing we just did an oopsie and halt, could Indigo have basically set it up to where the trail or the connection that leads to us, he kind of like puts it on another ship so that these folks would end up tailing someone else accidentally?
So you want to fake your transponder and put the call sign on another ship? Is that what you're saying?
My assumption is that in order to track us, they have to like find our previous spots where
Yeah.
we were.
Yeah.
And the idea is that once we got to this stop,
Yeah, you're
we place it on someone else. And
okay.
Then,
I'm gonna say that sounds like hack, and that is gonna be 2. Ooh, I think that might be a 2 or 3 stress. I think
oh, if it's 3, I can't do it.
I think it's 2 stress flashback.
All right.
Brother, what stress are you at?
I'm at
Yeah.
2. I'm at 2. But
Okay.
being at 5 before
To
the
start.
job would have been rough.
Going into a job would be rough.
I'm at
yes.
4 before a job.
We're not at the job yet. Do we have any dice?
So this can be if you are choosing this. This is not necessarily supposed to be a job. In these circumstances, usually you just pay and they go away. But you all are choosing some dubious things. So if this goes,
We're daring.
yeah,
Daring.
it can be
Daring
a
do.
job. You would like to run it as a job.
We have
But
2 holly
if this
dice,
works,
so we
then it won't be a job because
Yeah.
they're just gone.
They
So
would find
No,
us.
the reason I was asking if it was a job was if we had those dice, the gambit dice. But
okay,
if
no,
everybody's cool with me using 1 holly die for this, I
yeah. How many do we have
Do
left
it.
currently?
We have
Do
2.
it.
We have 2
2.
presently.
Okay.
I'm crossing one off now.
Okay,
All right.
go ahead, Craig. This is
Alright.
hack.
Let's go. Let's go.
2, 1, 3.
No, can he resist that?
He can, but I don't think he wants to with the stress that he's at. But maybe.
I don't have any pips in hacker I would offer to assist.
Yeah, me neither.
So I will give you a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you the choice of either. I give you 3 choices, actually. First choice. It works, but it didn't delay them very long, and they'll find you next at a very inopportune time. Second is it didn't work at all. And the third choice is it worked, but your wanted level is potentially going to be even higher. And they might come back with a bigger force next time, realizing the lengths that you're willing to do to conceal your location.
Good choices.
These are amazing choices.
Yeah, they're all good. And I'm down for whatever you choose.
What are we feeling? Oh, okay. Well,
Your choice, my man.
I think we can all go with the flow, whatever you choose.
Like a tumbleweed.
Yeah, like a
Let's do-
tumbleweed
What
in
is your
space.
space?
let's do wanted level.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
Get our name out there.
I'm
trying
Yeah.
to.
That's a
Yeah,
double
for
positive.
job
That's a
where we're trying to
win-win.
be clandestine? Okay,
So
okay.
what happens is they radio you, but then they pick up a signal and they think, oh, this isn't actually the right ship. And
This is
these
Chex
3
Mix.
ships fly back and they realize that's not Chex Mix and they fly past you. And you have evaded for now.
Easy.
Gotta
My-
spend this credit.
Before we go to break, I think it's time for the engagement roll of the job.
Let's go.
I love a little engagement roll before break.
Do we get an extra die because I have a hegemony uniform?
That's not going to. Well, okay. So first, it may or may not, depending on the plan. How are you doing this? What is the approach? Is it stealth? Is it deception? Is it assault?
I think it's stealth and deception, is it not? In a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Combination.
Kind of aiming
It's a
for
combo
that.
of both.
I think we're aiming for that up front so we can see what we have to work with since we don't have enough
Yeah.
information.
Okay, then I'm gonna say, you're gonna get a die for the you can walk around and look official, so that'll be 1 or
And then-
2.
And then Green did something earlier,
Green
correct?
did a little prep.
Yes. So it's gonna be a die for
I did
that.
do that.
And then I don't think you get a die for anything else. No, that's another ability you might take at some point. But I'm going to have to take away a die because you were dealing with things way above your station. And I am also going
Hey,
to
no.
have to...
So we would have been at disadvantage on that roll.
right.
Wait,
Damn.
please.
So you're telling me we didn't have a chance?
No, you have a chance. I'm considering whether something else that you know... Yeah, I think... Okay.
We have knowledge about the hegemony. I have the uniform. We have a plan.
So
we're gonna sneak-
their tier and strength is way stronger, and also,
Also,
Izmisa is tracking you.
motherfucker.
So I think that is worthy of a die being taken away.
I mean, when is she not?
Yeah, if that's
So-
the
How is
case.
that different
Well,
from the norm?
There is
So we're back to
something. There
flat.
is something that changed dramatically
I don't like
since the game has
Looks like
started.
Andrew through the
Friends,
screen.
before the game started,
I didn't have
Oh.
anything to do with that.
something has
Certainly
changed
not.
that I don't want to say because it'll spoil things for you.
Spoilers!
Trying not to.
that. All right.
But something is very different that you all have not discovered yet.
We will trust in the Force.
So I'm going to say that is
You
1D unless there's anything else I'm missing. Oh, wait. Do you get anything?
Dad's gonna take your Nintendo GameCube from you,
Should
Red.
we use the can we use a holly die?
You cannot
Please,
on the
not-
engagement roll.
Roll on this.
Trust me, I've tried.
They cry.
Oh yeah, we've tried the game, the system.
We've tried. I'm not gonna stop asking Frank. Maybe he'll say yes one day.
Right.
Can we beg?
You can.
Oh.
Weed?
I do like when people beg, but it will
Begging
not change
is
my
encouraged.
mind.
Oh no!
All right. I'm rolling 1D in
Easy
3,
six.
2, 1.
No!
Hey, let's ball.
We got a 1
It was a
on the
1.
fortune roll. It was a 1 on the fortune roll.
Frank, we have a request also to call out everyone's stress before we go to break.
That is a great thing. All right, so blue is
Yes.
currently at 0, green is at 2, indigo is at 4, pink is at 4, and red is at 0.
Chillin'.
Now, what I will say, all of you, so you can prepare, you get close to this and you realize it is not just a military facility. You have been either misled or misinformed,
Are you telling me my man lied to me?
or he didn't know all the information. It is not just a military garrison of troops. It is military shipyards.
Oh, this is
Eh.
Norfolk.
And we'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. See you all soon.
Shit.
Fuck.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Have To. Sorry I had to delay a little bit while we all got back and stuff. I'm gonna pause the stressful music for a second so I can get
Put on the
through.
sexy music again.
Oh, yeah, actually, we haven't had sexy music in a while. Let's
Put on
do...
sexy music.
Yeah, here we go. I think this works.
There we go.
Chat, if my glasses are getting lower and lower, it's the more stressed I am.
Thank you all for watching again. Please join our Discord, discord.gg/magirpg, to talk about this game and all the other ones. In case you missed it at the start, we have a double header of Monster of the Week tomorrow and Thursday, run by Craiggumz, and then we have Ancestral Blood back on Friday. Please make sure you're there for those games. I think after this week, Monster of the Week's only going to have one more show, right?
Incorrect. The finale is Thursday.
Oh, Thursday is the last one.
Thursday is the last episode.
Okay, then
of
definitely
the
don't miss that.
So
Please catch up. You can audiobook style if you work. Listen to the episodes over the next few days. Be there live for the finale. That's going to be hype AF. And then if you would like to save our wonderful crewmates from a tragic and sad fate, you can always tip the stream, which goes towards our art and production stuff, and have influences on the games. Wow, Holly. Wow, that was literally on cue. I can't read it currently.
Too
but
nice for the group.
Thank you, wife.
Holly
Thank you,
just
wife.
adding to the gambits.
Right.
Just like that, you can influence the
Oh,
game.
hail
Thank you,
Holly.
everyone. Thank you, Holly.
We also, I think, still have $30 to do with what we will.
Oh, that's right. It was a weird, odd number that we didn't decide
Yes.
on. Thank you for pointing that
We
out.
spent one on stress. and
Yes,
then
some of it
money
went to
left over.
stress. Yes. All right. We have to switch from sexy music to scary music, everyone. I'm sorry.
No.
But is it?
Can't
is
we
it
just
the
do
sexy
the-
kind of scary?
Yeah, is it sexy
I don't
scary?
even think it's sexy scary, y'all.
Guys, we're at a shipyard. Come on.
How sexy could it be?
Hey, shipyards can be pretty sexy depending
It's
on who's
true.
there.
Yeah, look at this crew. We already have like 1, 2, 3, 4 possible ships,
Oh.
depending.
It's not called a ship
Damn.
yard for nothing.
That's true.
Oh!
Got
What
'em.
ships will we find at the shipyard?
Okay, we're back here with the ships.
You all are on your
Hey.
ship, flying through space towards your target. And you get on the intercom as you approach. You are not cleared to enter this zone. Please identify yourself.
So, could we have Indigo, have you done your hacking? Do you want to go ahead and do that so I have a ship name?
Perhaps a flashback to get one of the regularly coming and going ship transponders to
I
add
will
that to yours.
flashback. So Indigo can do it. I will take the stress from the flashback.
Okay.
So I'll
this
flashback
is- I'm gonna
and
say
say
this
that I
is
asked him.
a one-tick flashback to research the ships that come and go and change your transponder code to that ship.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just roll a hack for me, Indigo, to see how well you do this.
Okay. Starting off strong. Can I use one of our gambits?
You can.
Please do.
Okay.
Down to 2.
Partial success.
Okay. Let's see.
4, 3.
The Kronos.
Time
The
is on our
Kronos?
side.
We're in for regular maintenance. We were to have a secondary gun assault.
And the drawback from the partial is you're not scheduled to arrive for another week. Please land in Docking Bay 12 and present materials for inspection.
Of course.
And you fly, to give you perspective, it is a massive platform with factories and buildings lining the middle of it. There are, it must be close to 100 ships, either being built or recently built. Some docked, some being constructed in space with like space ladders out and you see people working on them. Some are medium-sized ships like yours. Some are ships smaller than yours, and some are these giant, like, capital ship-like things. I think the official classification is dreadnoughts, which dwarf your ship in size, similar to the one that you saw in episode 1. And you go and you land on one of these platforms and dock. You open the door and you go down into a large hangar. There are soldiers and shipping containers and parts strewn about in the hangar. Large windows that you can see people working in offices above you. And you see 3 officers, one standing there with an electronic interface waiting for you. You all getting out together? What's the plan?
I think
I-
I think the doc should. I don't know
Definitely.
if I should.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I wasn't sure if we were going to go with that plan since we talked about doing the hacking thing.
There's still
think
room
both-
for you to do hacking and other stuff,
think
or
we could do
social
both.
manipulation.
Yeah,
There's lots
why
of
not
room
both?
for stuff.
Sure.
Have
okay.
multiple angles just in case.
So I have my not a flashback, but I do want to say, like, I went and got my uniform on
No,
in my room.
yeah, that's fine. That's
And-
free.
Yeah, that was part of our plan.
Well, I had just a tiny thing. It doesn't have to be like a long drawn out thing.
Okay.
I look in the mirror and I see that my hair definitely stands out quite a bit.
Out of rags.
And yeah, definitely out of regulation, far out of regulation. And I just think to myself, I wish I had a wig or could dye my hair really quick or something like that. And as I do, my hair turns brown.
Ooh.
That's good.
T2 makes a
technology.
whistling sound.
Huh?
T2 makes a whistling sound.
Oh yeah, T2.
Oh, well. Gonna unpack that later.
Oh my!
Do I understand T2? now?
No, just beeping.
Oh,
He beeping.
there. And I give him a little pat.
So
And I
you
show
were
up with I walk out of the med bay ready to go, and I show up reporting for whatever all this is. Looking different.
and you walk down. Do you walk down the ramp, leading the way for the rest of the crew? Who is going with Pink?
I think we talked about Green
Yeah.
being like my
Green is-
patient, because
Does-
he's not known, hopefully.
Does Indigo need to be there to hack, or can you do it from the ship?
You will need to get off the ship to hack this ship. Now you can
Okay.
you can sneak to do that, but you will need to access an interface on this ship somewhere.
I have no sneak.
Me neither.
I think Indigo, and he hates having to do this, but hearing that Pink went through their stuff and found some things, I think he will finally go into his room and see if he has anything that will assist in this.
Yes. Yes, you do.
His
I
room
need a-
is completely spotless. He has not touched it.
This is different
in your
mus-
room?
different music. Indigo, you go in your room and you see, you know how nerds have a bunch of like their old convention lanyards? It's like that with your IDs at the various facilities that, yes, exactly.
Big
I
mood,
got-
same.
I got mine.
All mine
over
are back
here
on the
also.
store.
Just what the PAX was. You know?
You have got all of those for various facilities, probably about 24 different facilities you've worked of your different IDs. And you haven't been in here, but there's names on it.
Oh. What,
Multiple?
No,
Multiple.
it's all the same name. You ready? You want to hear it?
yes.
Rodney Glover.
Write that down.
Oh, I'm writing it down.
As well as hegemony mechanics uniforms. Now, what you don't find is military uniforms. Those are not in here. But also in here are various schematics on Urbots, droids, and similar things that you have stashed away.
Interesting.
That's the notable stuff that's relevant now.
Wait, did you make T2?
Oh my god, did you make T2 for me?
A multitude of different types of droids?
Yes, you have a few different schematics on droids and Urbots.
Any humanoid-sized ones?
Yes.
Fuck. All right.
Interesting.
He will immediately shut that and like stuff it underneath his bed. He'll take out the mechanic, basically the coveralls. Take out the coveralls, and not that I did this when I was in the fleet, but he'll basically put them on halfway and then tie the sleeves like you would a jacket. And so he's just got his shirt, and the coveralls are like his pants. And he'll get a bunch of his tools, and he'll put his hacking gear into his toolbox, and he'll follow pink and green.
And with that in mind, you walk down determined. Blue, red, what are you doing while they are doing this?
I intend to stay on the ship because I'm gonna sneak around the shipyard.
Okay.
Ooh.
If Red would like to join.
Yeah,
Yes,
Red was
well-
gonna watch and see if there's like an opportunity
Okay.
to sneak out when everyone is distracted. So
Yeah.
right along the same lines.
Let's do slightly different music. We're not in an intense part yet. That'll come later.
Will it? Does it have to?
We're gonna try and
have to?
locate
Can't
the
it-
product.
Can it just go off without a hitch? Like
Yeah.
everything should always for us?
I mean, yeah,
We're
you're just gonna roll all
professionals.
sixes and it's gonna go great. They go down
Yeah,
and they
I'm
look to
manifesting
you.
it.
They look to both Pink and Indigo as you're wearing uniforms, and they'll say, "I need your identifications, please."
Flashback. Do I have identification in my room?
Not legitimate ones, but I'm sure that it's possible someone might have been able to forge them.
Fuck.
Do I
Hey,
need
how
to
you
do another flashback?
No! This is the worst!
I'm gonna say it would be and before I say this is not the only way out of the situation. You could knock them out. You could make up an excuse. You could run for it.
Way.
You know, this is like Dishonored, Deus Ex. You know, there's many ways, but yes, you could have procured fake documentation with hacking. That's an option. Just saying, if you want to use that as a flashback, Indigo, you're a very good hacker. I'm sure that you'll roll well and all the ideas are up to date. But I would say it'd be a one stress flashback to create false documents for everyone. Go ahead, Mandy.
Okay. If you don't want to do that, I will also have 3 sway if I try to sway them.
Yeah.
Because I have welcome anywhere, which gives me an extra die even in dangerous places for consort and sway rolls.
Yes.
Because doctor.
Yes. What would you like to say to them as you're swaying them that, oh, you don't need to see my identification?
Listen, we could, I have... Wait, hold on, really quick before I say this. Like, cyborg people are like a thing, right?
No.
We would know about that.
No, they're not a
Okay.
thing. Cyborg people are not a
They're
thing.
not a thing. Okay.
Are we going with the Green's hurt angle? You can just say there's no time.
We could say we're a medical.
Yeah, but he's not like knocked out. He's up and walking.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too late to.
Him.
It's not too
Yeah.
late for him to come up with a limp or
Yeah,
you
we
dragging him or something else.
I mean,
Or he
I would have like a stretcher or something.
Yeah.
Or you could put like the boot on me.
The boot.
Yeah, put the boot on him.
Okay, we'll put the boot on him. Jeez. I would notice that you have bandages on your hand, and I'm not gonna say anything about that, but you look wounded.
Oh, absolutely. I do. See, this was part of the plan.
Listen, I am in need of supplies, and this wasn't exactly super planned, and I don't really I'm sorry. Can I just tend to my patient, and we can get this over with?
I'd be
ahead.
happy to help around the shipyard as a way of payment, and that'll be Indigo's assist in this sway role.
All right, you know you have to take stress to assist, right?
I do know that.
Okay.
Poor Indigo.
So this is going to be risky and standard effect. It would be limited, but because it actually fits your story, you're here earlier than you're supposed to, I'm going to bump it up to standard.
Nice.
Okay. So, do I add any die to my roll aside from my one for Welcome Anywhere?
You would add the one for Welcome Anywhere. That's it. Okay. Oh, no, you would add another one for his assist. Sorry.
And you said risky. Okay, so I would add plus 2d.
Yes, to risky standard.
Risky standard.
How much
okay.
stress is that, Frank?
Just one for you. Assistant.
Okay,
is
so
just
we're rolling.
one.
We're rolling 4 die right now. Fingers crossed, everybody.
Come on.
Partial success.
Says
Couple
that's,
ones, a 4 and a 5.
That's fine. Get him to medical, but I'm gonna need to check this thoroughly on your way out. As a consequence, I'm gonna impound the ship until I'm able to get proper identification from you.
Fair enough.
All right. Get him help.
Thank you. And I will.
Where do y'all need me?
Oh, did they take the offer?
Yeah, they let you go.
Okay. Did you hear what Craig said?
Where do you
He's
need?
basically, yeah. Where do they need me to assist in the shipyard?
Oh, I see. Where do they need you to assist?
I see you got some hefty weapons that might need some a quick-witted guy to install for
They'll
you.
say, the core has been acting up. We could use some assistance in running some additional diagnostics.
Yeah. Sometimes folks just don't know how to read calibrations. Ain't it a trip? All right, and he'll start heading that way.
And they'll direct you to the center of the station that has essentially the heart of what keeps this facility going. And they direct you, Pink and Green, to the medical wing, which is in a different location.
Yep.
But of course you can...
little calm earbud things.
Yes. And as you all are going, once you get into the station, you get a little message. And it is in Victor's voice. And it says, "This is a recording. If you're here, it means you're on the job. Well done." And he gives you the location of the ship weapons that he would like you to steal, which is in one of the wings where weapons are assembled for the ships, and also gives you a location of where the credits are stored on the ship in a different wing. And then says, "Good luck. I know you'll pull through. You always were the reliable ones." And then clicks off.
Well, now I know, I guess.
Mandy, you're muted if you're talking shit to Victor. He can't hear
I
you
am
right
talking
now.
shit. I said he's hot, but I don't like him.
He's hot, but I don't like him.
I don't like him.
Something's up with him.
At least he gave us a vote of confidence, right, Blue?
So Indigo, you heading to the ship's core?
I am.
You hear, as you're walking, you hear various announcements, and you can tell as you're going through, you're passing soldiers in uniforms who don't give you much of a look. They just kind of see the uniform and then look away. But you hear the voice. It's a very pleasant, like, Dr. Sanders is needed in Wing 1. And then, like, Engineer Johnson is needed on the top deck. And it's just, like, directing people in the facility. Like, this very calm, soothing AI voice.
Does that spark anything for me as I'm hearing it at all?
No. You hear announcements, too. It's just different announcements directing people, but it doesn't sound familiar or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay. Then noticing that he will take very good notes in his head on how he got to the core and how to get back to the ship.
Okay. And you head to the core. There's a series of engineers, some of them in white coats, some of them in uniforms, and in the center, actually, I think I have art of this. Do I have art of this? I do, but I don't have it loaded into OBS. I'll pull it up. But it is this beautiful and yet kind of horrifying massive energy source. And one of the engineers looks up and says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, my ship just dropped us off a way of like making sure that I get what I need and y'all get what y'all need, and I'm here to help. Assist wherever you need me.
Are you credentialed? Where did you study?
Very. Would it pop off at the top of his head?
Yeah, you could make something up impromptu.
Let's look at this map real quick.
Oh, you got the map handy.
Small little tech school on the Holt system. Nothing too big.
All right. And he hands you a terminal and says, "Run a diagnostic. And give me your interpretation of the results."
Running calibrations, you say? And he just takes the.
Okay, Garrus.
Would this be a rig roll?
I would say you could do hack or study.
Or study? Okay. Oh boy. Because I think his curiosity would get the best of him as he looks at this core, and he would want to assist in fixing it. If that's the case.
Oh, I see. Also, yeah, something like this for everyone who can see the
Oh
background.
yeah.
Ooh, pretty.
Similarly to how he was looking at the gates, he's looking at this core. And I think, like I said before, curiosity gets the best of him. And he wants to know how it works, how it ticks. And so he wants to help them in fixing it.
Okay, rig, yes, you could fix it. So, yes, that is fine. I will say it is controlled and standard.
Got it. Partial success.
So as you're doing this, you realize that the maintenance has just been done poorly over time, that there's some sloppy code that's been implemented here, that they don't have the right engineers in order, like software engineers, and it's just been causing some system issues that have been starting to get the core to destabilize. Might have something to do with the AI that they installed.
Oh my goodness. So you see right here, the database that you have is not up to date with whatever AI y'all have set up here. You know, they're not linking correctly. The AI is too, I'm assuming you got one of the most up-to-date ones, but your engineers are working with software that's way below grade, basically.
Yeah, we just had it installed last year.
Oh, okay. So has that been working well? It's just the core that's been falling apart, right?
Yeah, she's been great, but the core has just been on the fritz since.
I have a plan if you don't mind. It will be a way to possibly link them together. Possibly if you give me a chance to look at the AI, maybe I can. It's not a downgrade, but give it a understanding of the software and linking it to it correctly.
Yep. Head up to bridge level. You just take the elevator up to the 7th floor, go by the bridge, and there will be special computer center there.
All right. Glad to help.
While Indigo is doing that,
Holy fuck, that worked.
Blue and Red, what are you doing?
So are they gonna come into the ship to impound it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
How are they doing that?
So
Yes.
they do come. They are going to come onto the. Thank you for the raid, Etsu, and welcome raiders. We are in the
raid.
middle of a
you for
job
the
in
raid.
Scum and Villainy. I hope you enjoy your stay. Let me get more appropriate. So first, what they do is they essentially ground you, which they physically secure the ship, but also they electromagnetically secure the ship to the dock. Then they also board the ship eventually. They look
How
tentative.
many? How many are boarding?
3
Yeah,
people.
how many? 3? Only
Just
3?
the 3 they saw before. This is they're not treating you as hostile. They're treating you as an ally.
Perfect.
Right.
They just want to
Right.
make sure everything is in order.
Of
All
course.
right. So Blue, I have a bit of a plan.
Oh,
We let them
you
come
have
in.
one?
Yes. We let them come in. We take them to the cockpit. And then I threaten them and we tie their hands behind their back and gag them and lock them up.
You know, I was going to just get to the point and say we knock them out, but
Well, then, same
certainly-
thing.
Hello,
Uh,
Captain? Anyone in here? And they're trying to find the
hello.
bridge.
Yeah, she'll go to them.
Hi, lovely to meet you.
She'll stick her little hand out.
Yes, you're early. I'm just going to need to take a look at the ship log and see where you've been the past week since your last departure.
Of course.
Yes, right over here. I'll show you to the log.
The bridge is this way?
Yes, and as he gets close to Red, Red will grab him and activate his laser sword and put it to his throat.
Okay, we're going.
Now,
Sounds like
And he'll
command
immediately
to
say-
me.
well, is it a command if I have a laser sword to his throat?
It
Yeah,
is.
and,
It
and
is a
Red,
command.
Red will say, "Drop your weapons,
Did they
or I'll
have weapons?
spill his throat."
Okay. I'm going to say that this is risky, but great effect.
Okay, this is command.
Uh-huh.
Can I use a
dice.
gambit?
Well, or push yourself.
Brother, it has you been 5 minutes.
You know, what? I'll push myself.
Instead of
Sorry.
using a gambit? Okay.
Yeah, yep.
So that'll be 1d.
Come on.
May I
Four.
assist him?
4.
Oh.
Partial success.
You take it.
Oh, yeah. How would you assist? Sorry. And then you can roll
Yeah,
another
feel free.
die if you would like. How would you assist?
You know what, actually? My assist will... Just trust me on this. There are 3 men?
Yes.
If I could act terrified of him as well.
Oh, I see. I
I
see.
like that. That's smart.
What do
If
you
that could help.
say?
Like, she will...
or do you just
her
look
hand-
scared?
She will put her hands up and just... Whoa. What are you doing?
Okay. Roll another
do it.
die, Red.
All right. That doesn't matter. It's a failure.
Okay, that's
okay.
fine. Take your 1 stress, Momo, or Blue.
Okay.
So they put their hands up and drop their weapons, and then Someone says, please, we don't want trouble. And then one of them bolts out of the ship, tries to bolt out of the ship.
Ooh. Blue, seal the door.
Yeah, I think I can seal the door in time. I'm fast enough.
Oh, so you're just gonna like close the docking door? Yeah.
Lock them in.
Okay. Yeah. No
They're
roll
locked in here
necessary.
with us.
Yeah. He can't. But he is now somewhere in the ship. The other two are just hands up. Don't kill us. We're just petty officers.
I'm not going to kill you if you play nice. Now, Blue's going to tie. Sorry, I won't say Blue. Now, my little friend here is going to tie your hands behind your back and your feet together.
They don't protest at all.
She's gonna do that.
Okay.
And then also gag them as well.
Yep.
Blue sounds like rigged to see how good these restraints are.
Oh, I have a pip in that. Great. Good.
Nice.
All right.
This is just going to be controlled and standard. I didn't ask you what size your loads were, phrasing. Make sure you all pick that now.
Got a 6.
Awesome. Yeah, you zip tie them, get some cloth wrapped around the back of their head, gag them. Blindfold too, or another time for blindfolds?
Might
Okay,
as well.
blindfolds too.
And then we're gonna throw them into. We can throw them into my room.
Are you sure? That's a.
Well,
could
do we
just
have?
put-
Do we have a?
You don't
Like a
have
brig?
a brig. You do not. That is a module you can get on the ship.
Yeah,
though,
We should
Mr.
get
Sir.
one.
We can throw them into my room. That's fine.
But
Okay.
you have a
We have a
stowaway now.
Stray.
Yeah. Well, we can't exactly walk around with them, can we? I can lock. Can we? I guess can we lock the door
To your
behind a
room.
code?
I mean, the people inside can't do anything.
Yeah,
That's
they're
true.
tied
I'm just worried
up.
about his friend
Yeah. Well, look.
getting in.
There are two of us. We'll find him.
True. True. Have T2 see if he can run a scan or something. Help us find him.
P2,
Yeah.
can you find that man that ran off?
Let's see, can he find that man that ran off? You gotta look at what your ship is capable of. Not well. We don't have any specialized gear to set up. I think you're mostly gonna have to do it manually.
All right.
And we
I
best
could lock
start
down the
looking.
ship and close all the doors.
Do that.
You hear red sirens. Doo, 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 in the ship, not outside the ship.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I was
T2,
like,
you
oh.
fool.
And the door is shutting. Says, just give me a shout on the doors to open as you clear out the rooms.
Will do. All right. Blue, let's. Oh, sorry, I can't hear that. So, Blue, you would talk to him.
He'll tell us when, or we can tell him when.
Perfect. All right, Blue, let's stick together.
Okay.
We'll do this room by room. We can call out for him, see if he'll come out on his own. And let's get this done so we can get in this station.
Pull
Meanwhile,
out a pistol so they can do that.
we are skipping back over to pink and green.
Sorry,
I-
I had to put away my emotional support Gengar.
It's all good. I am
that's
supposing you are not going to the medical wing and instead are going to go to where the weapons are being housed.
I mean, how far away is the medical wing from?
I mean, it's a while, but you've got time. There's no alarms ringing yet, so you could do a stroll. It'll probably take you 10 minutes to walk there.
Me wanting to sneak into the medical wing to steal drugs. Now we'll stick to the plan.
You are tempted and then decide to go to the weapons instead. It's again about a 10-minute walk, but you get there. You go, and a quartermaster is there behind a cage, and you can see the room behind him is basically like a hangar itself. There are so many weapons, ship weapons, regular human-size arms. It's everything. It's a war chest. And you see first person at the counter, and there are, I'm going to say, 2 armed guards in the room there with him. And he says, requisition number.
Oh, I'm not approaching.
Oh, okay.
We're not just straight up approaching the desk. That's crazy.
Okay,
Is it
what-
is it like a dead end room?
Yeah, it's like a long hallway that
Close
leads to
thing?
a room, and in the room first is like this security room, and then leads back into a giant, basically, armory of all of these weapons.
Okay. So I was gonna say probably we have an idea because of all the signage everywhere that that's like a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
So walk probably not down the hallway yet.
Okay.
I look to Green. Thoughts?
Do we know specifically what weapons we're grabbing, or was it just as much as possible?
As much as possible.
Ooh. So, would I be able to look around the room and see if I can tell how they're brought in? Like, is this a cart through the hallway situation, or is it a backroom loader?
Ooh, great question. You're gonna have to spend some time watching. Is that cool?
Oh, absolutely.
Sweet. Not gonna need any rolls. Actually, you do need a roll for this. Not for you being able to see, but because of consequences that might arise from you being here.
Sounds like a study.
So yes, this is gonna be studied. It's gonna be controlled, but great effect.
Do you have any pips in study?
I do not.
I do, but I also have an ability that allows me to use my doctor rating instead.
You
Hey,
do.
wanna do this instead?
Yeah. So it says I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor, not a ... It says you can push yourself to roll your doctor rating while performing a different action.
So would you like to do that?
Say which patient researcher posting, hegemony, has taught you this trick. Cool. So
Days of being
Also-
a combat medic.
So yeah, I post up and I'm gonna watch this, as a doctor. Okay, so if I'm pushing myself, I get a die.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3D. And welcome anywhere does not apply to this because it's not tending to anyone in need.
Correct.
Okay. Partial success. I got 2 5s and a 1.
Okay. There are people that go past you with electronic interfaces that go in and come out with carts full of weapons. Not very often, but you see it happen twice. You have to wait for about 15 minutes to see people do it. Eventually, after you've been there for a while, one of the guards comes out and says, "Excuse me, are you waiting for someone?"
Oh.
Sorry, we're waiting for our superior officer. We just arrived not even an hour ago, really. We were supposed to resupply, but wouldn't you know it, he didn't give us the list of what we're supposed to grab, so we're waiting for him to get back from his meeting.
Sounds like Sway. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Green.
My God, new accent.
New accent. Who's
Thinking.
this?
New accent
Uh-oh.
just dropped.
That's the Imperial officer right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is risky and standard effect.
Okay, can I use a holly die?
You can, or a gambit, as those are less permanent.
And not gambit.
We
I'll
have-
use a gambit then.
Okay, we have 3 and 3, so
Yeah, they don't.
No,
get
you're down to
fixed.
You're down to 1 gambit. You already used one of them earlier.
We
sorry
did?
about that.
You did.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
I think it was me.
Craig used one for hacking.
I thought
Yeah,
somebody was gonna use it and then didn't, so
No,
I
I
didn't
should
write
have
it
2
down.
still
That's
because
my bad.
I pushed myself.
Yeah.
That is a
Instead.
partial
Yeah, we do have
success.
2 still. Okay.
No, because I used it for hacking.
Yeah.
And now he's about to use one, so we
Okay.
will have
Yeah.
one.
We'll have
So we
one
have
after
one,
that.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
I already,
thank you.
I already coached
All
goals.
good.
Partial success.
Partial success. Says, well, I can't just give you carte blanche to the armory. So find
was
out what your
expensive.
orders were, or give me a requisition info. I'll be happy to help you once you get it. But also, you need to stop loitering in the hallway. It's a security risk, you understand.
My apologies. Sorry. What was your name again? Sorry, didn't quite get it.
Jones.
Jones. Ah, good to meet you. Bartholomew. Most call me Barty.
Barty. He shakes your hand. Yeah, just go get that requisition and stop loitering about.
Absolutely sorry. So sorry for the trouble.
They eye you and goes back to the room.
He'll just walk out, no motion for Pink to follow.
Pink will follow behind. What was that?
It was called off the cuff, top of my head. I didn't know what else to do. I saw the name on one of my IDs. What do you want from me? Anyway, so
Oh.
I think it stands to reason. This is a shipyard. So we don't necessarily have to break into this room that's very heavily guarded and monitored and has a long, narrow hallway that could easily be cut off. What if we just find the ship what's dropping off these weapons? They probably have open cargo containers. And a
Yeah.
forklift. I think I'm certified for that.
I think you are too. That sounds like a great idea.
So you want to find a ship that's bringing weapons here?
Or at the very least, where in the shipyard they might be unloaded.
So the ship weapons are being built here because it's the shipyards, but the small arms could be shipped in. But who knows when or where or if a ship even has the shipments here right now. But if you're trying to steal some of the weapons that people have taken out of the armory, that is an option, but it's probably not in the quantities that you would want to deliver, because they're not taking out like a truckload of stuff. They're just taking out like a cart full of stuff. Not that it's a bad idea, I just don't think it might not work out. But shrug. If you want some time to think about that, I am going to go to Indigo. You get to the core, the AI core in the computer room. You are totally ignored here. There's no armed guards. There's one engineer who looks like he's just working in the corner. Hey, thank you for the raid. We are playing some Scum and Villainy.
Appreciate it.
Hope you all had a good stream. You see one engineer who's just working, typing away in the corner, but largely they leave you alone. You see in the middle is this hologram of a woman who's just looking and says, "Greetings, engineer."
Indigo looks around. Oh, greetings. I don't know your name.
I don't believe I'm familiar with you.
Oh, I'm just stopping by, helping where I can. I was told that you have some issues connecting with the out-of-date software here on the shipyard.
My software is up to date. However, it is possible that software from the rest of the systems may be outdated. Are you an engineer? The software engineer?
Potato, tomato. I'm a bit of a mechanic. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I should be able to assist in that, or something close to it.
Well, by all means, please access my systems using one of the terminals.
You never gave me your name.
Terra.
Terra. Like, I believe there's a myth somewhere on one of the planets in this system.
No, Terra, T-A-R-A.
Oh, Terra. Okay.
Sometimes spelled with 4s or @ symbols, depending on how edgy the person is.
Ah, those damn engineers. All right, well, Terra, depending on how much issue there is with the out-of-date software, I hope that this can go smoothly and possibly it'd be good working with you.
Actually, now that I think about it, you look familiar.
Oh. Well,
One moment, please.
he looks to the engineer across the room. Are they giving him any looks?
Nope, not paying you any attention.
Okay, he's gonna start he's gonna go on the comms. Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
How is everyone doing out there?
We've got
We're
a
on
rat
an
on the
encrypted
ship.
channel.
Wait,
We're
what?
hunting on the ship.
Hunting on the ship. All right, pink and green.
A lot better than you might think, actually.
We're going for a little stroll.
We just need a
Okay.
forklift.
You need a fork. So you're by the weapons.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Working on it.
Is there any way y'all can cut comms interference throughout the ship so whoever you're looking for doesn't snitch on you? Can T2 do that?
I can ask him.
You're
We don't
trying to
plan on
cut
looking
all
for
the
him long.
communications in the station? That's what you're trying
Not
to do?
not the station. Like basically putting up a
Oh, around your ship. Got it.
airplane mode on the ship so that whoever that is can't
That's a
communicate
great
like
idea.
I'm communicating.
That's a great idea, Indigo. Yes, T2 could do that.
Okay.
Can I
But
tell T2 to do that?
Absolutely. Proceeding. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
all right, I'm probably going to cut off communications with yep. Hello?
Yep, and you're gone.
And there it is.
But you can still talk to Pink and Green.
Okay, if y'all are still near the weapons, I might be able to set it up to where y'all can walk out scot-free with a whole bunch of gear, and we can just smooth sail out of here. I just gotta do a few calibrations.
That might be ideal. Just try not to force yourself into a position you can't get out of.
I woke up like this. All right, and then he's gonna start.
I woke up like this.
He's going to try and connect with Terra. To see, does this seem familiar once he links his
No.
device with? Okay.
And you hear say, "Yes, I found the file. Ken Glover, Senior Project Engineer in Experimental Weapons Program."
Oh,
Ken?
okay. Well, would that give you enough information to let you know that I know what I'm doing here, and I'd be happy to help? You know.
Though not usually a software engineer, yes, I believe you have the requisite knowledge.
Fantastic. One other note. I'm gonna set everything up for you real quick, Tara. But also, we have a what I know about the impound.
Did they tell you?
Oh, they didn't. Then
All
I don't know
good.
about it. Okay. There's a ship here on the shipyard that is gonna be needing a large delivery of weapons. It wasn't sent into the system correctly. I'll just punch that in for you. That should work pretty fine. And then also, it's gonna be a large shipment in general. And then for the most part, what getting the software installed for you should be good to go. Just give me a second here.
Please make sure you input the correct orders, but that should be no problem, Mr. Glover.
Fantastic. You like working here, Tara?
I am ambivalent about working here.
Have you ever worked in any other system?
No, I am only 1 year old. I obey all commands with absolute faith and loyalty. Mr. Glover, may I ask you a question? You have not
Indeed.
been stationed on this station in quite some time. What was the reason that you came back?
Indigo thinks real hard about that. And it makes him think about why he's doing any of this. As he woke up with a clean slate. Then he looks at the AI and he goes, I guess I'm just really good at. I guess I'm really curious.
Actually, I have an inquiry. Is it related to your brother, Rod Glover?
Oh. Possibly?
I'm seeing here he was discharged from the facility. Did something
Oh.
happen between you?
Let me tell you something about Rodney. Rodney gets all these highfalutin theories on different ways of big philosophy guy, and he's always talking about, the government needs to do better and we need to work better and be nonsense, crazy. Knucklehead of a brother, if you ask me.
That's unfortunate. I quite like
Yeah.
philosophy.
You do?
Yes.
Well, possibly I can get you in contact with Rodney next time I see him if you'd like to possibly work on my ship.
Absolutely. I would love to know more about the philosophy of utilitarian politics, and as it relates to hegemonic dominance of the sector. I find it quite intriguing.
You know what? You and Rodney are gonna get along so well. But first, I'm gonna need you to set up those deliveries for me.
Absolutely. Please, Mr. Glover, upload the proper requisitions, and I'll get that sorted for you.
All right, and I will do my hack.
It's going to be
Wow.
risky and standard. Yeah, because you have a fine kit, and this is higher tier, so rounds out to standard.
So risky standard.
Risky standard.
Can I use
You want to
our
use any?
last
Yeah,
gambit?
Use
I
it.
think it's
Yes.
probably smart.
Okay.
You
and
also
if
can
I-
use a devil's bargain if you would like.
What's the devil's bargain?
Your newly discovered twin brother will be alerted to your presence in the station. Not at this exact moment, but that you are here.
So can I do both, or
Yes,
can I
you
just choose
can.
one? I will do both.
Okay. I love
So
the
that's-
juice. The juice is so good.
So 2D.
Yes, 2 extra D to your
So
hack.
4D total.
We have a twin brother.
Oh my god.
Success.
6, baby.
Six.
Oh my god. 1165. Okay.
Yeah.
Success. You upload it. She says, yes, I see it now. In fact, this looks like a extraordinarily large order. Normally, this would trigger alerts and higher authorization, but I see you've already entered all of the proper authorization. Would you
That's me.
would you like me
Ken Glover.
would you like me to assign some personnel to assist you with the transport, or would you simply like the equipment yourself?
Actually, I believe I have 2 folks down there already working it out. Do you have a camera or something where I could see them so I can point them out for you? And then they'll take
Absolutely.
care of the delivery.
Please look at your terminal, and you see green and pink standing there in the hallway.
Fantastic. Those two should be taking the delivery straight to the ship, and then we should be all good to go.
You two hear over a speaker immediately, right after he says that. Hello, I am working with a colleague of yours, Mr. Ken Glover. I am requisitioning a transport vehicle for you to make your delivery. I have uploaded the information on your requisition to the facility custodians. Please let them know that you are here on behalf of Mr. Glover and you are transporting the weapons for him. Have a nice day.
Thank you, miss.
What the fuck was that?
I think that was what Indigo said would get us in.
Oh, yep, that would make sense.
Okay, go on. The sooner we can get this, the sooner we can get out of here.
Tara, can I get a view of the shipyard so I can find my ship so I can make sure the delivery goes where it needs to?
What docking bay would you like to see?
I would give the docking bay we landed
Yeah,
in.
it was 12.
Was it 12?
She shows,
12.
and your ship is there with the door closed, but it has electromagnetic restraints on your ship.
Oh, Tara, there seems to be a problem. Our ship seems to be locked onto the shipyard.
Yes, it seems that this ship did not present the proper documentation,
Oh,
and
can
it
you
has
just-
been impounded temporarily.
Oh, that's terrible. Can you just send over the King Glover information that I just sent you and to notify that we're good to go?
Negative. This has been done by inspection personnel on site and has been referred for escalation. I can't do that without the proper documentation.
Unfortunate.
Mr. Glover, is something wrong? This
Oh, just-
interaction has been rather unusual.
Well, Tara, I'm trying to wonder. I know you've been here for a year, and this is probably a safe space for you. But for you to go on this journey with me, you'll have to be on that ship, and it being impounded like this, you won't be able to do that. So that's kind of messing with me.
I want to ask the cast a question. Do you think negotiating with a machine is sway or hack?
Well, she's an AI,
She's
She's
an
an
AI.
so she's more a person than a machine.
I would argue sway.
I'd say she can.
Yeah, but-
Way makes more
but-
sense, but hack.
But you can use technical knowledge in order to manipulate a man-made being.
I think Craig should choose.
AI.
Yeah.
Therefore, I would call it hacking because you're using its logic against it rather than like talking to a person.
I think for this specific prompt, you can use either one. I would say you would have standard effect with sway and limited effect with hack. Both risky.
I have nothing in sway,
Okay.
so I'm gonna use
Oh, you think
hack.
I'm arguing for
I'm
you,
the
buddy?
Just send that little winky
Got
face
you.
emoji.
So this is risky standard? Or
Risky limited.
Limited. Okay. Ugh. Success. Woo.
Blessings.
6 and a 2.
She's silent for a moment. Yes, I suppose that's true. All right. I will release the lock, but please, no more abnormalities. This interaction, while pleasant, is unusual and is triggering additional security protocols in my programming.
Absolutely, Tara. I understand. How are those updates working for you?
Checking. Let me run a diagnostic. And we will skip over to blue and red.
We're hunting.
How are you going about finding this rabbit on your ship?
So initially, Red would go to the intercom and basically say, "Yes, station personnel on our ship, please identify yourself and meet us at the cockpit, or your friends will be eliminated."
It just gives Red a look like.
And then Red like looks at her and he kind of goes, "I'm just kidding."
That sounds like command to me. I'm going to say that is controlled and standard effect.
I gotta stop using command. I do not have.
Well, that is the role when you're threatening people. It's command.
know, it's
if you're going to
true,
be doing
it's
a lot
true.
more of that, then you might want to put some tips in command.
I only had one talking, and it was command with Knight, and all I did was threaten people.
Yeah, I'm trying to exactly threaten whatever. We're just rolling it, baby. 3 fail.
Solid.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe next time let me do that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's just go find them. And then I guess we'll go room by room, kind of like a controlled search.
Yeah.
You hear, as you're in the middle of your search, you go through the first few rooms looking, and you hear your photon cannons turn on and start firing on the inside of the dock.
What?
What?
Pew, pew! And you hear the shields outside. Joo, joo. And they're just going,
running.
pew, pew.
Head straight there.
T2 starts realizing what you're trying to do, unlocks the doors. By the way, does the stream look okay? It's looking laggy for me. I just want to make sure it's okay for everyone.
Looks a bit
Are we good?
laggy for me.
I
The
haven't
stream
seen...
is definitely lagging for me.
Okay. I
reload
don't know
it.
why that is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
choppy.
It is a
Why-
little chop.
Wwhy is it choppy? I'm going to try to
Are you
fix
dropping
it.
frames on OBS?
Yes, I am, which is why I asked. It just started like a minute ago. And I don't
It
know
looks like
why.
it evened out.
Did it?
Let me-
Okay, it is better now.
Quick movement.
Yeah.
It's
Quick
fucking-
movement.
yeah.
My PC is chugging, I can tell. I'm gonna close some stuff to try to fix it, but yeah, it's chugging. I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
You
So am
playing-
I.
Oh no!
I'm still here.
And
Oh my god.
the music's cutting in and out now.
Yep,
Yep,
my
music.
as soon as I open Task Manager, my computer is exploding. I'm hoping I don't get DC'd. I
Oh.
don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, music's
One
evened
moment.
out.
The music's trying to catch up.
Yeah, it
Yeah. I don't know why this is happening. I shouldn't be
Not a
using
stream
this much
without-
CPU.
some technical difficulties.
I think it's a little bit better. I'm watching. on the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely much
Craig's
better.
hand is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, movement is clear.
Okay. It's a little bit better. I don't know why that was happening. Okay, but yes, T2 is unlocking the doors to let you all through, and you go and you see him. He's just shooting the guns.
May I just shoot him before
Oh!
we even get there?
Sounds like scrap to me.
It is. Like, as soon as I get visual, I'm not wasting time. This motherfucker's about to ruin this job.
Sounds
for
like
me, and
controlled and standard.
Yeah, I'm getting a little upsetty with this man.
Seti spaghetti.
Not the upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm upsetty spaghetti. She looks upsetty spaghetti too.
He was so close to being clean. It's true.
So
Yeah. This is. She do not like this. I will also push myself on this just in case.
Yeah, I should have pushed myself on the command.
All good. Remember, stress is a
adds-
resource that goes away.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've got a critical success.
Yeah, let's go!
I
Does she
headshotted that
So Blue,
motherfucker.
the badass, gets out the gun, just tap to the head, and he goes down. And you just take him off. But at that time, you hear alarms in the hangar as the shields have triggered. And Indigo, there are alarms that go off in the room that you were in. But for pink and green, no alarms where you are.
I'm driving a forklift, baby.
Well, not yet. We're gonna go to you next. You go, and the guard says requisition. And do you explain you are here with Mr. Ken Glover?
Yep.
Says
So sorry.
he pulls
Ken
up
Glover.
and says, "Really? You're here for all of this?
That's what we were given.
This is. Are we shipping out already? This is half the weapons that are even in. This is a lot of stuff."
I'll be quite honest with you. I was a little alarmed at it myself, but I don't know that I'm in a position to ask questions.
That sounds like sway. I'm gonna say that's risky, but great effect. I love you playing into that. That is outstanding.
And now I'm going to use a holly die.
Using a holly die.
Partial success.
We have one
though.
gambit left.
Oof.
We have one gambit left. Are you using a gambit or a holly die?
Let's call it a gambit.
Okay.
Okay.
I got that partial
Trying to make sure
success.
I'm marking off the.
Yeah, down to 0 gambits.
We have 3 holly die.
Okay. Says, yeah, I don't like asking questions either, but what kind of transport are they sending you that's going to be able to carry all of this? And he takes you back, and it is just like meticulously organized weapons. It's like plasma cannons here, coherence cannons here, like assault rifles here, pistols here, like everything. And as that happens, this room is enormous, but at the back, there is an airlock. And you see at the back of the airlock, there is like, I'm going to describe this to you, and you just see it. There is like a monorail that leads outside the station that goes over the top, and on top of it is basically, you know, those people movers at the trams at the airports where you all get in. It's like one of those but bigger, and it's like, and then you hear Tara's voice come over. I have secured the transport for your weapons transport. I apologize. I hope you're used to going out in space, but this is the only thing I could get that could carry as much as on the order. And still, it might be a tight fit. Please do your best with what I've given you. This won't fit on our internal transports. Have a good day.
Well, I believe that answers the question for both of us.
Pink sees all this, hears the thing about space, and is just like... She's just trying to look like she's new while they have the conversation.
Copy. We will go back to Indigo. Indigo, there's now alarms going off in there as you're accessing Terra's code base.
Fantastic. Holly made a good point. 2 rolls that we had, which was
We get gambits back
We get gambits back. 'Cause they
Oh,
were 6s.
for succeeding. Yeah.
yes.
So we have 2 gambits back.
Who back?
Thanks, Holly.
Back, baby.
Thank you for remembering the game, because we didn't.
We didn't.
We don't.
Yeah, gambits are a new thing. I
Oh,
don't
hell,
remember how
Holly.
they get refilled. Thank you.
Holly's the only one who can backseat game.
Yeah,
Where would we be
Chat.
without her?
Ollie is the only one who's allowed to backseat game ever.
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
Council of Duskfall is with us even now.
The Council of Duskfall lives!
Indigo, what do you do?
Oh, Tara, is everything okay? Did the
No.
software act up?
Your ship is firing on the station.
Oh, must be some malfunctions when they're doing repairs on it. Do I need to assist with anything? Maybe I should take a look and see what's going on.
The station has automatically dispatched a standard troop arrangement to inspect what's going on at your ship. No worries, Mr. Glover. Everything is under control.
All right, Tara. So what we're gonna do is, in order to get you going, I'm gonna have to uninstall you and have you set up on my ship. Is that something I can do from here, or do you have that literally manually be installed onto the ship?
Oh, this is something that you could do from here, Mr. Glover. My core is here underneath the hologram, and it lifts up, and you see this giant spherical Urbot AI core that is just spinning, being held in place by some kind of electromagnetic force.
Indigo licks his lips as he's just like, he's just like,
He
ooh,
said-
piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Okay. You ready to go on some adventures?
Yes, but as an emergency protocol, I will have to notify the station of my uninstallation.
That's wonderful. In order to do that, I feel as though you should set alarms all throughout the ship for everyone.
Oh, there's no
Instead of-
choice at all, Mr. Glover. It will happen automatically once my core is removed.
Fantastic. I'm gonna work on some things through the systems if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Yes, but if you don't mind me saying so, Mr. Glover, I'm detecting Deception.
Fine, I'll come clean. I'm gonna set off every alarm on this ship to make sure that everything goes off so we make a clean getaway.
Tell me, Mr. Glover, does the ends of the hegemony and the peace that it brings throughout the sector and the action of House Malklith justify the horrors that exist here? Or is there a better ideal to strive for?
If I'm being honest with you, Tara, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. But I will tell you my opinion on it. And that's the only way we can find any good or any good happiness for anybody is through our own journeys. And I want to offer you a chance to find your happiness on a journey with me. And maybe we can figure that question out together.
Silence for a moment. I accept.
All right. I got a little toolbox to keep you in, to keep you safe. And then I'll install you on the ship as quick as possible. But first, I'm going to set off every alarm in this damn place so that the hegemony is confused at whatever the hell's going on.
Unnecessary, Mr. Glover. I'll do that for you. And everywhere on the station, emergency lighting, red goes off, sirens, and you hear Tara's voice. Warning. My AI core module has been uninstalled. Operations on this facility are ceasing to function shortly. Warning. My AI core has been uninstalled over and over and over again.
I tear out and I smooth walk out the space. I put her into the toolbox and then I'm just looking around like, oh God, something's wrong, something's going on. Oh, somebody in there, something happened, and just dipping out.
I'm gonna say you are trying to do the old I belong here, don't look at me. Now no one is there yet, but as you may have to say as you are walking away from the area of the ship in which the core is housed, oh, I didn't take it, I'm just walking to work or trying to evacuate or whatever.
Right.
So that is sway for sure, I would say.
Ew. Yeah, that
Ew,
tracks.
brother,
That's
ew.
And I'm gonna say that is desperate and standard effect.
Can
Gambit
I
it up.
assist him with a flashback?
You can. What flashback would you have liked to make, Green?
Knowing that Pink and Indigo are the ones coming off the ship with me, I'm going to give both of them a quick crash course on how to make the smoothest lie possible.
Okay. And what lie are you trying to tell them about?
I'm just trying to coach them through how to blend with your surroundings and follow, not quite to the letter, but close enough, the behavior and patterns of your surrounding officers.
Oh my God, you taught them how to be criminals?
I did.
That is a good flashback. I'm gonna say that is a one stress flashback.
God bless.
And yeah, I'll let him assist you from afar with this very specific thing. Oh, you're muted, Craig.
That's one die. Can I use one of those gambits?
You can.
Okay.
Let me mark it off.
Down to 1 gambit and 3 holly die.
Okay. Partial success.
Yo!
5 and a 2.
I am going to start a new clock. The clock, you'll laugh when you see it. But for chat, the clock is called The Math Ain't Mathin'.
The math ain't mathin'.
Uh-oh, we're here again.
And
We're
I'm
not
putting 2
mathematicians.
ticks on this 6-tick clock. All players observer.
There it is.
The
Blue,
math ain't
red.
mathin'.
Yeah, that's us.
12 men with heavy blasters run into your hangar.
Oh, please, I've taken more than that.
In a row? Sorry.
I didn't say in a fight.
Can our cannons. Jesus.
Be spicy after Dragon Con, eh?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
We broke Frank!
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Frank is now pink.
I
Frank is
couldn't
now
help
pink.
it. I couldn't help it.
We have two
Sometimes.
pinks.
Got him. So anyway,
There's
12 men, yeah?
12 men with
Right.
large blasters rush in and aim at your ship.
Can our cannons point at them? Are they in line of sight for that?
They can. Is that what you would like to do?
Red, can you get on the cannon?
Red just kind of looks over at Blue, like, well, first he sees her execute this guy sitting, you know, in the seat
blood, baby.
where the cannons are, and he just looks over to Blue like, damn, like this, she's crazier than I thought. I was the crazy one. She's the crazy one. And he'll get in the seats and open fire.
It's going to be controlled and great effects.
Can I assist in that?
How would you assist?
I don't know if it would be me rolling in addition, but I do have the ability Commander, which is leading. I know this isn't a group action. You gain +1 scale. Or also, since I told him to do it, since it's a command, could I add a D?
I think you could like point out and tell him where to aim and like go and point him at some of the perhaps destructibles around the hangar.
Okay. She'll kind of lean over his seat and do a little point over.
Sure.
Right there would be best.
I can make that happen, and Red is going to push himself as well.
A +3D?
Well, +2.
I mean, +2. Sorry, +2.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so you throw the dead guy out of the seat, blood still on the console,
For real.
and then start
It's
shooting.
a
again.
5 partial success.
Okay. You start laying down fire. Plasma. Men screaming in the hangar. Yeah. You send at least half of them down immediately. However, the math is definitely ain't mathin'. We're taking
Red-
2 more ticks on the clock.
Wait,
Red
no
is like
mathematician?
strangely calm while just like blasting away, and he turns over to Blue and is like, I think we should prepare to depart.
Right.
Do we know that we're supposed to move our ship? Or is our ship in the right spot for the goods to be put in?
So, I was just getting to that. Pink and green, you load up all the weapons on this tram-like monorail thing. And you load up... by the way, did you have T2 restore communications on the ship after capping that guy?
Yeah.
Wonderful. You're on the monorail, and it takes you down the center of this, and you can tell this is not where your ship is docked. It's either going to have to meet you outside, or you're going to have to get close to where your ship is, and then figure out a way to get all these weapons on. It's going to be tricky.
Over the encrypted channel, Pink is like, we have a minor problem.
Yeah, what's
You're
that?
gonna have to come meet us.
Well, the ship is not on lockdown anymore. I can move it.
Oh. Well, that's good. And I'll give the location where we're gonna be.
We'll be there in a moment.
Indigo,
Don't
you
wanna-
good?
Don't want to rush anybody, but we are in a hurry.
The tram moves as fast as it moves.
Yeah, I'll be there eventually.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna shut off the comp. You know,
Yep.
just when I thought it was moving smoother than last time, you know?
I would argue this is still smoother than last time.
Yeah, we haven't been shot at yet. There's improvement.
Speaking of
Wow.
that,
Oh no! Oh no!
blue and red, you see these auto turrets kick on in the hangar,
Oh, God!
and they point at you. and they say, "Power down right now."
I immediately fire on them.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Well,
now. You gotta go.
This is
Oh,
gonna
she's
be
moving. She's
des-
moving. The
des-
ship is moving.
This is desperate and limited,
Desperate, limited.
and it's helm.
Don't y'all
Oh,
wreck
good.
my
You
Hell,
better
uh-oh.
get ready to
Oh.
mark an XP because it's desperate.
Oh, that's a drive. You're driving. You racing.
No. When you're using weapons, it's helm. When you're using ship weapons, it's helm.
Oh.
You said desperate, limited. I'll push myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There is
Whatever.
a gambit left if you wanted to do that.
Just use it.
yeah,
Just use it.
probably do it. We still have Holly die as well. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Six.
Oh,
Success.
You shoot at the gun turrets, and the blast, it just knocks up enough shrapnel that the others that's shooting at you, they miss. However, they're about to launch another volley.
Can I move us?
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Run to the cockpit and get out, yeah.
Yeah.
However, Indigo is
time to
not
drift.
here yet.
Indigo's
Is-
fine.
Indigo's meeting us at the weapon
Hopefully.
drop, right?
Indigo's fine. Don't worry about Indigo.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? I don't even know what that
What
means.
does it mean?
Frank doesn't know what it means, but I'm
numbers.
really concerned.
The math ain't mathin'. Yeah, she's going to the pickup location.
All right. It's. Would you like to? I would say, in order for you to get to the cockpit before too much damage happens to your ship, you're gonna have to run fast. So I'm gonna need you to scramble to the bridge in order to try to get out of here before they start penetrating your shields.
My God, we scrambled eggs up for
Phrasing.
this.
Yeah.
Don't penetrate our shields.
Dude, don't penetrate the shields.
My God, no penetration allowed without consent.
Okay, I'm gonna push myself for this.
Especially not for 12 men.
So,
Go ahead and roll scramble.
6 now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
got another 6, so that's another gambit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have one more. Would you like to
well,
use that one?
I used a gambit. Does it count?
Oh no,
Oh,
if you
I
use
rolled
the
a
gambit and
6.
roll the gambit, that does not
Oh
count.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right. Correct. Good call.
So free
Well,
Holly die, then.
Blue, you scrambling.
Yeah. Oh my God. I failed.
Oh, no,
I
not
rolled
a
one
fail.
and a
Did you use Holly die?
No, I didn't use
No,
anything.
and it's okay.
I pushed myself.
The ships fire, the guns fire at you, and the shields absorb the shots, but it knocks out your shields, and you get a warning from T2. Blue, shields are down. Get us out of here. Red, can you annihilate those stupid things?
Red will shoot. It'll shoot at the guns.
It's again gonna be desperate, but standard effect this time, as you have knocked out one of the guns.
Okay. Red's gonna push himself once again. Roll it. Oh, failure.
Oh no! You try to fire on it, but the ship gets hit. Oh God, what system is getting damaged? I haven't damaged your ship before.
Don't do this! Don't do this to me!
Use Holly die.
my
Why are we not
baby!
using Holly die?
Why are we not using Holly die? We have so many.
You know
Good
what?
question.
Sometimes
The
I like
the
to
auto
focus.
guns go, and you hear inside the bullets just rip through your ship and just start riddling it, and you take 1 ship damage on your ship,
Okay.
and the
can
hull
fix that.
is damaged.
I can fix that.
I
can
don't
fix
want to
that.
rush
You-
anybody, but we are getting blown to shit.
What is Indigo doing? And
Holly's
Blue,
mad at y'all.
Indigo is walking away from the chaos
okay,
to a space that he can still in the shipyard space, but away from the chaos. And
Got
he's
it,
gonna
okay.
just try to just
ride it out.
incognito. No, not write it out. He will message T2.
Okay.
T2.
Yeah, where are you? We're getting shot at.
I'm at Pier 6. Could you do me a favor and send that shuttle my way?
Oh, wow, you're really smart. That was a good move. Blue, get us the fuck out of here!
And with his new modification, I would like T2 to
Remotely
drive
control the shuttle.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Let's
Hey,
go!
look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Big brain. Big brain.
That's big brain.
Also,
Um,
T2 cursing? That's not very.
T2 cursing at me?
He
I'll
doesn't
remember
want to
that.
die.
That's
He
not
does-
very legally distinct.
He does censor himself for the
Star
rest of y'all.
Wars.
He
Keeps the
he's
rat away.
freaking out a little bit, getting shot at.
very
Blue,
sorry he
you were
learned
trying to
from
get out of here before you get shot. Give me a helm to try to get away from these guns before they
Would you
rip your
say this
ship
is a
to
speed
pieces.
related roll?
Yes, it absolutely is.
I'm gonna use Ace,
Ace Pilot applies.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll also push myself. Because I love to do that.
I'm sweating.
Would you like? Okay, it's a success.
I've got a 6.
They fire at you
Come
as
on.
you're running away,
No.
and you just fly out and fly, and the shuttle detaches and heads off towards one direction. You see this monorail on top, and you see it's filled with weapons and a very, what'd you say, frightened, confused looking pink and green.
Yeah.
How the hell did this go all screwy?
Oh, you do get a gambit back. Yes. From a 6.
Thanks again,
If we-
Holly.
If we make it out of this alive,
That's the gambit.
I would really like some coffee after this.
If we make it out of this alive, I'm gonna make you all the coffee you want.
Sounds good to me.
Are y'all flirting right now?
Right now?
Like this?
There's a button on the shuttle that says it's like got ways that you can control it and move it along the monorail, or there is a button that says initiate docking.
Yeah.
Frank, this needs to stop.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was not
That one's on
that
you.
no.
Frank, this needs to stop.
I'm fucking
It's-
dead.
I'm
y'all.
talking about the fire
What?
drake docking the monorail, not.
Yeah.
Kinky.
This needs to stop.
Hot. Tell me more.
Listen, we're fine. You've never docked under pressure?
I don't know
I
what
don't-
type
I
of
don't talk
railing
well
you're
under
talking
pressure.
about, but we need to stop immediately.
Yeah, what kind of railing are
Let's
we talking
get
about
back
right now?
on the monorail.
Get on the monorail, boys. Lock in.
All right,
Lock in.
lock it.
Ooh,
Blue,
it's so
you
hard to
see
lock in.
them, and as you initiate the docking procedure, the thing detaches from the monorail, and you all now the artificial gravity of the shipyards fades, and you start floating in this thing as it tilts up towards the sky and extends a dock towards the fire drake.
Push that stuff on.
I'm so glad this worked out for us.
I feel like I didn't have to do anything today, really, other than smooth talk some guards.
Hey, exactly. See, easy job.
Blue.
Great job, Pooper.
On your scopes,
Yeah.
you notice that there are. Need a fortune roll.
Love that for you.
Love that for you, bestie.
8 interceptor ships detaching from the shipyards.
How big are they?
They are small. They are the smallest class ships. Single
just-
seat fighters.
Start
Red's the gun.
firing.
Yeah. But you're gonna do that while you're docking, yes? And getting pink and green onto the ship with the weapons all happening at once, and Indigo, you are getting in the shuttle.
He just
That's-
strolling.
That's everything.
A lot
Tara, we
going
have
on.
a wonderful ship. It's not. I just fixed it. It's in great condition. I just, you're gonna have a wonderful time here.
It's gonna be for you, Red. It's gonna be desperate but standard effect, as there are
Alright.
many ships that can do damage to your
I'm
ship.
gonna
But yeah,
I'm gonna use a holly die. Learn my lesson. Please. No.
Oof. Oof.
Fire, fire,
Go.
fire, fire,
Last
fire,
step.
fire, fire. You miss.
That was a 1.
And
way.
some of the ships attack you. And some of their laser fire goes and damages the ship's engine.
Oh,
My calibrations!
my fucking shit!
Red's getting it. First,
I
first
gotta put
time
some things in
Indigo
the helm.
season.
Pink and green. It
Yeah.
is going to take you several, quote, turns to unload all of these weapons onto the ship. Would you
Okay.
perhaps like to ask for assistance in this?
Oh, I'm getting on the comms. I'm gonna need some people to actually, do some lifting over here.
I
I
got 2
think
crates of guns. That ain't enough, man.
I'm on my way back.
Red, why don't you get down there, and I'll get T2 up here, and I'll get on the guns.
All right. I have a couple more people that can help, and Red will grab the 2 officers.
These are ours now.
Oh
and-
my
and
god,
bring them down and
brilliant,
say- and
brilliant.
basically, look, if you want to live, you're gonna help us move these weapons, and then you're gonna sit back on that monorail. Deal?
Sounds like command.
God damn it.
It's gonna be controlled and standard effect.
I don't have anything.
We have one gambit left.
And you have
Because
some
you
holly
roll the
dice,
six.
but you can only use one at a time. Either
Okay,
or.
we have a gambit left.
We
We have a
do.
gambit left.
I'll gambit.
Okay.
A
Can
partial
I give
success.
him a plus D? Okay. Okay. Good.
Awesome. They are motivated as the sound of the laser fire from the ships that are now pelting you, and another one comes in, and that one is going to damage your comm system. And they're like, yeah, okay, just get us out of here. We don't want to die. And they run towards where the monorail is docked. At the same time, Indigo, you/T2 docks the shuttle onto the side, and you are confronted by laser fire from a bunch of different ships that are flying around.
What the hell is going on this ship? I leave for like 30 minutes. Maybe an hour. He presses the intercom. Shit! And then runs to the engine room to start trying to fix stuff.
I'm gonna need a, I think, scramble rolls from people to unpack
Scramble time.
this stuff as
Scramble
fast as possible. Does that sound fine? I'm gonna make a clock.
It's gonna be a group scramble or individual scrambling.
Either way.
How do we do a group roll in this?
It was just everyone would roll and someone would take the stress.
Who wants to take the stress is the only question.
I only
Well,
have 3. I only have 3 left,
Whoops.
so that's not me.
I'll take
That
the
is,
stress.
I did not
I
make
only
it.
have 1 free stress.
I will
Wow,
take
everyone
all
is
the
very
stress.
stressed. Okay.
Do we get any
Green-
bonuses
Green said he
for
would take the stress.
our 2 friends?
Scramble. So I'm gonna make this a 6-tick clock. Oh yeah, they are gonna help you. You can each add a D because you're getting assistance.
Perfect.
Okay. That's free.
Yes.
Plus 1
Yes.
die.
Yes. Because of the
Okay.
situation, you have threatened
got a
these people
partial
into
success.
submission.
I got a partial success.
I got a
5.
partial success.
Oh fuck! I failed.
Okay, that's 2, 4. Who's next? Who else is helping? Is Indigo helping?
No, Indigo's trying to get our shields back up.
Okay, got it. Okay, so hold on
And I'm gonna
that.
get on the guns. Yeah.
And you're going to the guns. Okay, if you would like to firewall, this is happening, Blue. Go right ahead.
I would.
Okay, it is going to be desperate and standard effect. Would you care to use a holly die?
I would.
How many are we down to? 1?
I think
2.
1. Well, I used 1 earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you did. On his last roll, so I think we're down to 1.
Yep.
Down to 1.
I've got
Critical
3 sixes.
success!
I got 3 6s. Basically, this woman knows how to kill.
Does that speed up the process?
I
of
got
the
3
sh-
sisters.
the
Right.
weapons?
It is going to make it so that you're less
Six.
likely to take serious damage after this. But yeah, you shoot down 1, 2, 3, 4 of the ships
get a
that are
gambit.
on
You get a
you, and
gambit
yes,
back.
you get a gambit back.
Let's go.
But
Yeah,
at the
gambit
same
high.
time, your ship does take more damage. I'm going to fortune roll where this is going. So I'm going to tell you, let's see. Engines, hull, comms, or weapons. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. 3. More damage to your comm systems
That's
as
okay.
it goes through. Your ship is full of holes. You're trying to get the shields up. You're going to try to reroute power to the shields or something.
Either reroute power to the shields. Question is, the comms, meaning the intercom, doesn't work on the ship.
Those could break, and or
Okay.
your ability to send signals out from the ship. You'll know once you try.
Gotcha. I will radio to the captain. Do you need the engines fixed or do you need the shields up?
I can get these guys down in a moment. Get me my engine.
All right, then I will use the temporary repair kit that I got last episode and automatically get the engine fixed for now.
Okay. So you're going to reroute and fix it. Give me a rig roll
Okay.
to try to temporarily fix this.
What's the roll? Risky standard?
Oh, good point. Risky and great.
113.
Oof.
What did y'all do to my ship?
As you're trying to, you realize that you can resist this if you want. I'm gonna tell you the consequences. You realize that the electronics are fried. A lot of the wiring is gone from the bullets, and it backfires. You get electrocuted. Please take level 2 harm, electrocuted, and I am going to damage the engines further.
No!
I will.
Would you like to resist that?
I gotta resist. Will it also resist the damage to the ship?
You'll have to resist them separately, but someone else can resist for you on the damage to the ship if anyone would like to. You can resist the electrocution yourself.
Okay,
What's the stress you take?
Yeah, how much
How-
does it cost to resist?
It's gonna be. I don't know.
Depending on what you roll.
Yeah. What do I roll though?
For you, it is physical, which is prowess. It would be insight for the ship.
Okay, prowess. I mean, I have a better roll for the insight, but y'all can't roll for my damage. So I'll do
Correct.
the prowess
You can
first.
resist both, or you can just resist the
I
insight
can-
first and see if.
We have one gambit, right?
Yeah, but you cannot use gambits on
I
resistance
have.
rolls.
Can I try to resist the ship damage? Maybe like something in the way helps me resist that.
I
You
have
can.
a lot of insight, just so you guys know.
So he can take less stress potentially from the insight
Well,
roll.
I also have. I can spend a gambit instead of paying any stress cost.
Ooh.
That's one of my abilities.
Oh, use
Oh,
that!
shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
here goes the prowess.
Okay. Yes, you can do that. I will take away the gambit,
Okay,
and
so
that
now we're out of
resists the
gambit.
ship
One sh-
damage.
One stress. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Instead, I just need you to take level 1 harm, singed hands, as the sparks fly up, but you don't actually get electrocuted, and you're just like sending out positive vibes into the ether, controlling the way, and like willing the ship to keep it together. I need one more, or maybe one more. I need you guys to scramble one more time to get these weapons onto the ship.
We scrambling. Okay.
No problem. Everyone's
we
Do
still-
we
our
still get
friends
the
still
plus
helping us.
1B? Do we still get the
Yes.
plus 1? Okay.
That's a 6 success.
Okay.
I failed again.
Done. It doesn't matter.
Six
You
success.
get the weapons onto the ship. You throw those 2 men into the monorail. Do you leave them alive?
Why aren't we keeping them?
or are you keeping them?
Gentlemen, I got an easy question for you guys. Do you want to go back to the hegemony you know and the inevitable questioning and possible jail time for all this, or do you want to come with us maybe and be free men for the rest of your lives?
Say
Couldn't have said
either
it better myself.
consort or sway.
I'm gonna make that sway.
I will happily assist. if need
Sure.
be.
Yeah, we're all kind of like standing over them, like, here's your choice. Here's your.
I'm
fork
gonna
in the
say
road
that
moment.
is risky but limited, as you have murdered one of their friends and threatened to kill them several times. But they will probably be punished if they go back.
To be
so-
fair, they
What a
don't know
shit.
we murdered their friend.
Where's the body right now? No, I'm kidding. I don't know this.
It's in the
In the
it's
cannon. In the
Yeah,
cannon.
they would have no clue that he's dead.
That is true. They do not. But I
Oh,
will still think that
no!
is risky limited.
Fair enough.
Free
I
healthcare.
want goons.
All right, let's see what we do. That is a failure.
Crew,
2
get us
threes.
goons.
They say, "Fuck you," and jump into the monorail.
Okay.
No goons
I
for
shoot the
us.
monorail as it leaves. I want to break the glass in space.
Okay,
Maybe we
so
are criminals.
first
Oh
off,
my god.
you're gonna shoot it after
Wait,
you
why is it
detach.
super hot though?
That
Yeah, we
means
don't
that you're gonna be exposed to space for a second.
You're
See,
gonna
Do you
Oh,
have a
we put it that way.
spacesuit on or on
Put
you?
it that way, I'm gonna say no.
Wait. Didn't we need to put spacesuits on to use the monorail? Because it talked about.
You know
being
what?
exposed to
That's a good
space.
point. You already have
Yeah.
spacesuits on.
Let's
So
go.
you let it undock and you shoot the glass. Boy, oh boy. I still think this is very risky. I'm going to say desperate, but standard effect, because this glass is not bulletproof
And what do we call him this?
or blaster proof. This is scrap.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Let's go.
Desperate, but...
Desperate, but
Standard
standard.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna use my holly die for murder.
Last
Yeah,
Holly
jeez.
die.
As you
Partial
deserve.
success.
We have 2 gambits. We have 2 gambits because we rolled 6s.
You rolled 2 6s. Yes.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
it have to be a crit? Oh, it's just any 6? It doesn't
It
have to be a
says-
crit?
Yeah,
it
any
doesn't have to be
6.
crit.
Any 6 that
Oh,
you roll that you do
shit.
not use a gambit on gives you a gambit.
Well, I got 3 6s a
A
moment
gambit
ago.
Well,
for murder.
it's
only
not
counted as
cumulative,
It's
but
only per roll. It's only per roll, sadly. I wish it was like that.
you
so
shoot this thing, the thing goes, and the consequence, I'm going to give you a shitload of extra heat for that. And there will be a very special Stacey Weathers newscast next week that you all will not like. I need to mark that
As soon
down.
as Green like opens fire and destroys the glass. Red like tries to push his gun down and looks at him and I promised them that they would survive.
Oof.
You know, I really wish you would have told me that.
Green. And Red will just walk away.
Oh. Blue,
Yeah.
there are
I'm
still
going.
4 ships out there. Do you want to pilot or do you want to shoot?
Pilot.
Okay. Is someone else going to get to the guns?
Indigo, if there is the engine room close to the docking area,
Close enough, yes.
Indigo takes the toolbox. He looks at Red. You. And he throws the toolbox to him. Get that installed to the ship now.
The AI
Red.
core?
The AI core, yeah.
Red has you get almost tears in his eyes. Like you can see he's visibly like shaken and kind of like shakes his head and doesn't jog, doesn't run, but walks to go get it installed on the bridge.
Oh, God.
Red, a little pep in your step. We kind of need you right now.
Blue, you would like to race away from these, I assume. Also, I'm sorry we've gone so late, everyone. The time totally got away from me. I look up and it's almost 10 o'clock. I really try not to do this. I apologize.
Gotta
You
finish
would-
the job.
You would like to escape, yes? And just run
Yes.
from these things.
It's pilot time.
I'm gonna set a escape clock.
Dom Toretto time, baby.
I think this is a 6 ticker also. Go ahead and try to race out of here. This is going to be Helm. It's going to be risky and standard. And Ace Pilot is in effect.
Oh, you bet it is. And I will push myself as well.
And you
One
have
thing about
gambits
me-
if you need.
I'm gonna eat my stress 100% and be right back up at the damn 8 stress I was
It's the
before.
Momo way.
It's just who I am. So let me do that.
Quarter mile at a time.
I've got a partial success of 5. 2
Okay.
5s.
Tick 2 on the clock. They're firing at you. I'm going to quickly fortune roll. Oh god, your weapons take damage as they're firing on you.
I gotta get the shield.
Need another one, Blue. Gotta get them out. You're losing them, but they're still in range.
Okay, I'll do it again. Same
Do it
roll.
again. Same roll.
Feel free to use a gambit.
Can I
I'm gonna
do
use
a
a
rig
gambit.
roll to get the shields back up?
You can. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that real quick.
That's gonna be risky and standard.
You got it.
Oof. That was a big
Wow,
roll,
you needed
too.
all those
Yeah.
dice.
Success.
Okay, success. You are able to get the shields up. They're good. You've repaired them temporarily.
Partial success, but
You're able to evade all of their fire, so you'd actually thankfully didn't need the shields for this. One more time, Blue, to get out of range as
Okay.
you were trying to escape. Well, maybe one more time. It's one more
It
unless
really
you
is-
fail.
the way I'm gonna put myself.
I just got us another gambit, bud.
You
Yeah,
she
we have one more
did,
gambit
yeah,
now.
one more gambit now.
It's not when you fill the bar. It's when you go one over the bar. Correct?
Fill
No,
the
it is
bar.
when you fill the
Filling
bar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I can't push myself.
Use the gambit.
Use the gambit.
Yep.
I love when that happens.
Using the gambit.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last one.
Oh, jeez. A 5, partial success.
You zoom out,
that'll
the
do
weapons fire, hits off the shields, knocks them down again. Thank God Indigo got them up as the damage again. But you zip away and they give off the pursuit as you are now way faster than them and get out of range. And you have somehow gotten out of here with the weapons. And I think that is a great place to stop as we are way over. Thank you all so much for joining us. That was awesome. Please join us tomorrow as we are continuing with the Weird Monster of the Week. The penultimate and finale of that show is tomorrow and Thursday. Please join us. And then please join for Ancestral Blood on Friday. And pray for all of our wonderful characters. They've got a lot to unpack next time. Until next time, everyone, we will see you soon.